Hello, hello, hello.
Impressive.
Yeah, 20 minutes left to go. Hello, gosh. I just need to set up my mic, and I think it will be fine. One last thing to go. Can you adjust your mic settings or something? Oh. I want your voice to be louder. Because I've already adjusted your volume to, yeah, but it seems still very small for me. I've already set your voice to 200. Yeah, it still feel quite. Yeah, it's clear, but too quiet. Are you using your GOKZ microphone? It's okay. It's not a big problem. But it would be better if you can set your. It's very steady, I would say. But if you can set your voice louder, it would be better. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me just set my microphone. How is my voice sounds? I have a better microphone. I want to use it. I bought that microphone for this time. I have to use it. Okay, then it's fine. I guess you can get your mic closer. Yeah, it's a little better right now. You can call him wonderful. I confirmed. Number 5 guy, Little Orange. Or simply Orange. Only those 2 guys are Chinese names. I think the rest are English. Yeah, I checked. Another guy resigned. Another Chinese name guy. Yeah, Flasha is a new guy. He's very good. He should have participated in last tournament, but he couldn't make it. I have 4 monitors, including my iPad. Heart rate. Oh, it's my heart rate. It would be better if we can show the participants' heart rate. Okay, let me just shut some more servers. I will restart the server in a minute. Yeah, I will restart that tournament server. Yeah. Where's my mic? Where's my mic?
Impressive. Perfect. Godlike. Godlike. Godlike.
看清楚自己哪个组的 ，B 组的等会来，B 组的等会来，B 组的等会来。A 组的我重启一下就可以进来了，然后比赛马上开始。Group B join later, guys. Group A first. Can you see the Twitch chat? I only got 3 messages. I think it's bugged again on my iPad. I only got 3 messages. The last message they sent is 12 minutes more. Okay, let me just try to show this. Sorry, wait me 1 more minute. Let me show this. I need to see the Twitch chat. We're going to change it later. Yeah, okay. I'm good now. Yeah, it's working right now. Let me check the participants. Good play.
Godlike. Godlike.
Wonderful is missing here.
Perfect. Perfect. Godlike. Godlike.
哪个是印度大人啊？咦，
Perfect. 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 Godlike.
Don't spam jump stage, guys.
Perfect.
There's several risk some.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Audio. Is that better now? I can't see the Twitch chat and there's some. I don't have the map. Let me change your tournament map.
Godlike. Impressed.
It's a GOKZ top rating in the scoreboard. It roughly indicates a player's skills. We don't have your voice? Let me check. Global. You speak? You should speak something? Yeah, it doesn't have your voice. How do I... It's not included in the desktop audio. It's just strange. No, I can't do it alone. Sorry, guys. Try again? No. Yeah, it's weird. It's maybe some it may be some privacy settings. Let me check. So guys, we have some technical pause. Gosh is in my voice chat, but you cannot hear him. Yeah, I'm trying audio output capture. Hello? Try again.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. That's
Hello,
good enough,
everyone.
I think.
Oh my god, let's go.
Yeah,
We're
let's go, guys.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're back for another Axe tournament. Let's go. This is a minor now, right? Last one was a major.
Yeah, this one will have lower skills players.
So we don't have all the highest competitions. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ibra. Hello, Flyoff. Hello, Foo. I think we're waiting for one person to join the server, or is Panda in? Panda's in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let me check. I just need to check names one by one.
Yeah, hello everyone. For those who don't know, this is a one-day tournament, Axe Minor. So we're gonna be having 2 survival stages first. So we have 24 players in 2 groups of 12. So we're gonna be doing the first group. And we're gonna be doing, I think it's 7 maps, or it might be 6 maps, because we have 12 players. Winner, they're gonna be all running together. The winner of the race will progress to the next stage, and then the person who is last will get eliminated. And we'll do that a couple times, so each consecutive map will have a smaller and smaller group until it's 1v1.
Use the default model, please.
And then, yeah, that'll be
Okay,
first
I'll
group, and we'll do that
here.
again with 12 other players. And then we have a second survival stage, and then we'll have a playoffs towards the end of the night. So it should be a lot of fun. For those who don't know, we have, I'm gonna go through the map pool.
Let's
we
play
have
it
KZ
again.
Init, we have KZ Tangent,
We choose again,
we have KZ Memento, which
Be
you
careful.
see. We have KZ Fast Combo Map, we have Holy Space, Scum, and OK Champ. For prize pool, we have €106 and 37 cents. So first prize will get 50%, second will get 25, and then third to fourth will be 10 each. And we're taking donations still. I think Sinyan is still taking donations. If you guys wanna...
They're going to do the first map on OK Champ.
Oh, if we picked first map, OK Champ. This is I think this is the hardest map in the map pool, right? So
yeah, it's
should
only
be a fun one.
T5.
It's a tier 5. We're doing pro runs only, from what I know. So this is gonna have some cinema. I feel like it's not a super easy map to pro.
So the max race time is 8 minutes.
Yeah. So it should be fun. I'm not sure who I'm expecting from this group to be a favorite. I feel like Carrie is a name I know most about. I remember seeing Liu Wang before, but there's a lot of players I'm not as familiar with, and I'm very excited to see how they'll perform. Funny saying, I think better to pay only for first place if prize pool is not so big. I don't know. I think it's nice to have at least top 3, or maybe top 2 at least. Get some fun. Get some funds, because it's mostly for fun that we're doing this. And I guess bragging rights. I think if you win a tournament, it feels good. Yeah, we're getting ready to get into the first map. Just waiting for all the players to join into the race. So yeah, this is gonna be quite chaotic to watch for the first, especially the first few maps, because we'll have the most players then. And again, to reiterate, we have a survival stage, so we're looking for who's first and who's last for this specific map, and we'll be doing that for this stage. Because first player will be safe, they'll go through to the next survival stage for round 2 basically. And then last place will be eliminated, so it's quite, you don't get many chances. If you have a really bad run, you're just out. But we gotta narrow it down from 24 players. so hopefully everything sounds all good. You can hear both Sinyan and me. Still waiting on one more person. I think we've had one dropout, so this group is 11 people. And then next group will be bigger. So yeah, just waiting for Harris to join. We should get started soon. Quite a late start, to be honest, but that's how it is sometimes. Yeah, this is a very iconic map made by the one and only Chichin, if I remember correctly. Very ladder heavy map. There's a lot of
race, Herosk.
technical things.
Chun.
Heroes is running through the map.
Let's start. Let's get started.
So we have finally
There we
everyone.
go.
11 players. Decently long map for compared to some of the other maps in this tournament. And yeah, let's get ready. Let's see who's gonna have a clean run on this map, because this is a hard map, like we said. Tier 5. I think there's definitely a few players that are over the 10-point requirement that will have a little bit of punishment. I'm not entirely sure how that works. We're seeing Liu Wang off to a great start. Paris right behind, and a couple people struggling in the start room. So far neck and neck. People are taking their time, as they should. It's better to be safe, because you just don't want to be last. Especially if this is a map you're not strong on. It's better to just play it safe and try and get a finish. Get to a map you're stronger on. Liu Wang's still in the lead. Flusher right behind him. You're kind of separating from the pack. Loki not having a good time in the back. As we're watching people struggle in one of the first rooms. Not one of the hardest rooms. I'm hearing people say low FPS. Maybe game window not focused. We're gonna let Sinyan focus on that. It's first map. We gotta get the technical difficulties out the way. We can still see where people are at least, because Flush is overtaken. Liu Wang has had some struggles. Chinese players up in the lead besides Loxty. Loxty, I feel like that's a hard map enjoyer. But yeah, not seeing a super clean run out of anyone so far. Flush is still keeping the lead, 10% ahead out of the second place. So this is currently the favorite to advance. This is the hard room now, one of the harder rooms. It's got the iconic surf that I know many people struggle on their first runs. Let's see if he goes for the skip. No, he's gonna go for a resurf. And it makes it clean. That's good stuff. He's more than halfway through the map. We have Loki still very far back. So hopefully they can try and make some progress. We don't want to see anyone eliminated early, unfortunately. Flush, not a player I'm super familiar with, but that's how it is with the Chinese community. I'm not big on there, but so many good players from there. Seeing a pretty big fail, to be honest. That's not a fun one. This room is a bit of a setback. And now it's gonna get close, because Panda or Wang Defa is basically neck and neck. So they're gonna be racing to see who's gonna be first safe. Panda with a bit of a fail, so Flush is back in control. Let's see if second time around he's gonna have better luck. One of these later rooms. He's gonna hit the wall straight, very clean, to the ladders. The last surf of the room, and he's through. Oh, walking off right at the end. That's very unfortunate. Unfortunately, not Flusher from Fnatic. This is a new Flusher. Yeah, so Wang Defa is now going to be overtaking, and again they're neck and neck, so it's going to come down to who's not failing, and Flush is going to fail again. Maybe the nerves getting to him. First tournament. I know he's a quite a good player, but Wang Defa now, I think he's made it out to this room. 86%, just making his way through towards the end of the map, and he's going to be most likely our first player through. Oh, he's also failed. Wait, why is it saying that Flush is on 90%? A bit of a plugin issue. I feel like Wang Defa is further ahead. Unless the plugin is lying to me. And yeah, like we said, this is a minor, so these players are...
I will try raise bit rates in next race. Or
second?
I'll try to switch to full screen mode in next race.
Yeah, I think that would be good because I think FPS is quite low. A lot of people are saying. Someone is saying much better FPS now. I'll see if there is some more confirmation on that. Well, we have Panda through with a 324. That's not the cleanest run. I think a 130 on this map is world record 137 or something. But makes his way through. Didn't have too many fails towards the end. He managed to overtake Flasha, so he's gonna be the first person safe. So he's through this first stage. And now we're gonna have to wait a little bit to have everyone finish because it's gonna be the last person.
It's actually
finish
already
this and get
finished.
eliminated.
Because
Oh,
Loki
is it already
quit.
done?
Loki quitted this race.
Oh, I did not know there's a
Yeah,
time limit.
so
Loki
so
quit
it's
the race.
clear. So Panda
So Panda
won,
Rouge quit.
won this race and Loki is out.
Very unfortunate to see. I thought Loki might be one who will make it a bit further. But yeah, Panda's gonna be safe and through. Loki's gonna be out. And the rest of the players who are in the middle, they're gonna be going to the next map to try and get through to the survival stage. So we're gonna have 9 players now, I believe. It's gonna be a little confusing because we have one less than usual. Because one player dropped out early.
Okay, I'll cut this stream for like a minute, a second. I'll try to raise the bit rate.
Yeah. Sinyan's gonna try and raise the bitrate for the stream. So just let us know how if there's any issues with stream. We'll try and fix them on the fly. And yeah, this is Group A, so there's 12 other players waiting until a little later. I'm seeing people talk about it, like Flayoff is in Group B. I know Ibrahizi, who's a favorite, is also in Group B. That's gonna be a fun group. And yeah, so we're gonna have, I think in total it's 6 players from this group and then 6 from the other that are gonna qualify.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other will be eliminated. And then we'll have a second survival stage, pretty similar to this, a little bit different, but same sort of thing with those players. And then we'll have a top 8 bracket. So yeah, I think we're seeing votes in the chat now for which map people want to play. I'm gonna give them a little bit of time to choose. You can see the map pool. If you guys know those maps, Holy Space, Memento, Scum, Tangent, Init, and a Fast Combo Wombo. Winner is going to be decided today. So this is a one-day tournament. It's not going to be like last time. So it's going to be a long day. If you have things to do, towards the evening will be.
Actually, I think it's gonna be shorter than the first day last tournament.
Yeah, I think we'll get through the survival stages quicker.
Because we don't have Swiss stage.
Yeah, I like Sinyan says we don't have Swiss, so
this gonna be quicker, for sure.
So yeah, we'll see how long it takes because some maps, if we don't have a forfeit like we did this first map on OK Champ, it can take a little bit of time for everyone to finish because it's only last player who's out. Like everyone who was towards the bottom of that map, maybe if it wasn't a good map for them, a harder tier, they're still through, all except Loki, who forfeited the race. Kind of unfortunate to see. But not everyone can be a winner. Yeah, into the second map, I actually didn't... Oh, it's going to be Fast Combo map. So this is a fun map. Some older maps in this tournament, some iconic maps. Like I saw Mugen record, I think it was, on this map. Or I saw someone get a new record on this map. This is a lot less technical, more combos. Tier 3 map, so not the easiest. But this is gonna be more about going fast. It's not a map I'm super familiar with. I'll keep it 100% real with you guys. I've never enjoyed this map a ton. But maybe because I'm an SKZ player, there might be some fun free keeps. But I should also say we're playing on, I think it's both SKZ and NKZ mode. And NKZ is basically KZT but with no perfs. So it's a bit of a slower game, so there's no perfs. So it's gonna be a lot more about strafing, keeping speed, doing good combos. As we're setting up, we got 9 players all in the race. Ready to go. We'll get into the
The
countdown. So this
FPS
is
should be better
map
now.
2. So yeah, hopefully FPS is better. Any feedback would be appreciated. Seeing a couple people fail
没有
first
lead
jumps,
呀。
that's a bit surprising. But yeah, gotta be first and just not last. We're seeing Liu Wang with a clean start. Couple people right behind. We should maybe focus on the start and the first players up ahead. Very nice plugin we have from Sinian here to see the progress of people. Seeing Liu Wang a couple percent ahead. It's not the craziest time difference, as we're seeing a pretty close race now. Flusha, definitely a player to watch, I think. One of the new faces on the tournament, taking the lead over Newbie. Seeing Liu Wang with a fail. So a couple other people now almost halfway through the map. Newbie with a bit of a fail. This map is definitely a little funky. Some fun combos here. We're seeing Flusha getting to the 50% mark. Couple people failing, and it's pretty neck and neck. If Flusha has a big fail,
Perfect.
definitely all up in the air.
Perfect.
I think Loxy and Saiken is gonna try and catch up and close this gap down. I think playing a little safer. I'm not seeing some super crazy combos like I was from Flusha. That's why Flusha is ahead. 8% now, definitely taking the lead towards the later stage of this map. Hard to say, there's a little, I was gonna say there's some headbangers and combos on this map that are definitely failable, and we're seeing Flusha fail it. Almost like I've jinxed them. So now Newbie and Flush are basically neck and neck towards the end of the map. We're reaching 80%. One of the final rooms. Like I said, I'm not super familiar if these rooms are super hard. I remember they're pretty chill combos. Obviously hard to go fast. And you're seeing someone next to you and you gotta beat them. We're seeing Carry pop up out of nowhere, taking the lead. Flusha failing a little bit on the ladder, and Carry's gonna take the lead as long as he makes the LJ. That was a bit of a steal, I can't lie. Very well played from Carry right at the end. Clean drop down. So Carry's gonna be safe, but we still have to see everyone else who finishes. They're gonna be safe. Now it's a battle for not to be last. Seeing Yuxun failing a little bit. Harris is the other player in danger, but he's so far ahead. He just has to finish the map. As we're seeing Liu Wang getting towards the end. They're gonna be safe for now. And Harris. Let's see if there's gonna be any big fails towards the end. It's a pretty big gap, 8%. It's gonna be hard to close down, especially without headbanger fail. And yeah, shout out to the night vision from production. Definitely helps on this map. Quite a dark map. Yeah, we're seeing Liu Wang right at the end. I think I've just seen him drop down. Does the LJ. Not the cleanest run, but he's gonna be fine. And then Harris is gonna finish it out. So unfortunately, we're gonna see Yuxun eliminated. And Carry is gonna be safe into the next stage. So now the 7 players in the middle, they're gonna be battling out on the next map. So we have 2 players safe into the 12-player survival stage. That's Panda from last round and Carry from this. And we're gonna get into voting for next map soon. It's a little interesting map. I haven't seen this map in a long time. It's not a map I'm particularly fond of, but definitely some cinema with those headbangers, some combos. I can definitely see the nerves getting to some people later on. I'm curious who might be picking this map later on. And yeah, unfortunately Yuxun, not the cleanest run. But still, it's very nice to have people playing in a tournament, competing. And yeah, you can see the players' specs, especially if you're another player in another group. Maybe you can see what people like, what people don't like. Seeing a couple Holy Space Vaults and KZ Tangent. I think this is a map we had last tournament. This is a
X 我还要
fun
比吗
map.
X 啊？
I think this is a tier 4, if I'm
Don't
thinking
feel
of the correct map.
It's T3 tangent.
Tier 3.
Yeah. But
Definitely
it's
feels like
a
a tier
relatively
4 sometimes.
hard T3.
Yeah. This is a shorter map, kind of, but it's got bigger rooms that are easier to fail.
It's hard to perk and
Yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna have.
oh sorry. Wait a second, guys.
Let me know when we're back in.
I need to add you to every scene.
Oh my god.
Okay. So when I switch to the scene, they didn't hear your
You have to add
voice.
me to every scene.
Yeah. Okay, now should be fine. Yes, thanks for
It
the.
should be back.
Okay.
Shout out
Let's
Discord
switch back.
and OBS. Yeah,
Let's start on. Let's move to map
all those
3.
technical issues. We are ready to get started into the next map. That was a lot quicker. People readying up. We're into GOKZ Tangent. I think a map a lot of people enjoy, but it's a hard map to pro compared to last. Again, we're looking for first and last, so Liu Wang again with a good start. I keep seeing him have good starts. Let's see if he can keep this one. Definitely a map I've seen him do well on before. Ooh, I say that, failing the first room. I would say the first room is definitely hard. It's a big map, big rooms. So yeah, one mistake, like Fu says, can be super brutal. And yeah, it's gonna be Flusha taking the lead as he's out the first room into the second section. Easier section, some fun combos with the surf. As long as he keeps it clean. Strafe's looking good. Newbie is right behind him, so people are putting pressure on. It's definitely not a big lead. Dropping into one of the biggest rooms now. This is the second last room. We're seeing Flusha fly through, but maybe going a little bit too fast. Those ladders. Not keeping them super clean as Newbie's gonna overtake. I see Flusha's gonna come back with those combos. If Newbie's gonna keep this lead. Just gotta make it towards the end of this room. Small edge grab fail. Newbie's just a couple jumps ahead. And this is the last section of the map. Very fast map. Let's see if everyone can keep it clean. Newbie's gonna keep this lead into the surf. So the combo is gonna stop on the block, but so does Flusha. That Flusha's gonna combo this, and Newbie onto the last jump. This is a bit of a hard LJ. He makes it safe, but wow, that was incredibly close. Flusha's gonna overtake that. Wow. I'm not sure if it's the time or just who finishes first based on the race, but Flusha actually had a faster run by 3 seconds. That looked like an absolute snipe.
Because he can restart, and the timer time is shorter.
Yeah, so Flusha maybe had a quick restart at the start, but Flusha's gonna be in. Gets the absolute snipe. I think he probably didn't stop completely on the last block. And now we gotta focus. It's not over. We have Liu Wang. Oh, now it is over. As soon as I started to focus on where people are, Harris is gonna be eliminated. Everyone else had a pretty clean run on this map, to be honest. I remember last turn when we saw many people fail towards the end. This time, Liu Wang keeps himself safe again. Second last. And Harris is gonna be out, and Flush is gonna make it through. I think maybe the surprise of the group for me. But incredible snipe. We saw some very fun gameplay. And yeah, now we're gonna be down to 5 people. So we're gonna be voting into the next map. It's gonna be Holy Space. Definitely a map I like. We'll see if the players like it. It's a bit of a longer map from what I remember. And now we're gonna have Newbie, Loxty, Alice, M, and Liu Wang competing for the next slot into the safe stage. That was a pretty fun run. That map, I think, is definitely going to be some cinema later on. Especially if people are failing the end. And now we're going to be getting set up for the next map. Holy space, a very pretty map. I have to give props to the mapper. Which I'm now going to look up who actually made this map. Soda Water. That makes sense. Pretty iconic mapper. We're going to be setting up for the countdown. Ooh, his flush is still in. And it was Newbie who made it through.
Yeah, there was a bug. Because
Ooh.
Flasha is frozen in the start.
So plugin lied to me and flush is actually not through. It's going to be Newbie who actually takes the steal. That's surprising. It definitely looked like Flusha was ahead. But now he's going to have to keep himself safe on this map, and he's not off to the fastest start. We're seeing Loxty from Russia and Liwang up ahead, basically neck and neck. We've had a fairly clean run. I say that, but Liwang is going to fail. That's one of the bad spots to fail on this map. It's not as hard of a map, a tier 3, but definitely more easy to combo if you know where you're going. We're seeing these players definitely fast, definitely know what they're doing. They've definitely practiced. Loxy is going to try and keep this lead. Russia right behind and just a block behind. Anything can happen. I think FPS has dropped again a little bit. Unfortunately. Yeah, the strays looking a little choppy on the stream. Apologies about that.
The Twitch is capped the bitrate at 6,000.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're gonna see Flusha, well, we might not have seen, but Flusha has overtaken into the last room due to the teleport into the floating sections. About 2% ahead, so he's expanding this lead little bit by little bit. I think the combo's just a little bit faster, a little bit cleaner. See if he keeps it clean or if Loxy's gonna try and close his gap towards the end, but it looks like, oh yeah, he was pushing too hard. Flushes into the last serves. He's gonna finish it off. This time he's gonna make it through for sure. Yeah, getting a little bit of a PowerPoint on how to strafe. Maybe wouldn't learn like that. But yeah, Flush is gonna make it through. Now, Liwang is very far behind. This first room is giving him a lot of trouble. And I'll be very honest, as I want to be optimistic, I don't think he's gonna make it through. Fortunately, he's probably gonna be eliminated as long as Alice and M closes
It's hard
out.
for them to fail.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna be stuck towards the end too much. Alice is trying her best. Not enjoying this B hop towards the end as we see M close out with a faster time, but third second. I think plugin just shows who's faster rather than who finished first. That might be why I was cut out. As Luxy was definitely second. But yeah, Flush is gonna make it through, and we're seeing Alice finish out. So that's gonna be Liwang eliminated. And yeah, Flusha, of course, cheater. Gonna be safe into the next stage. And how's this gonna work? Are we gonna have 3 people run? First one in, last one out.
The last 3 of this group. It's gonna be
So yeah, this is gonna be last race.
1 eliminated.
So whoever is last is out, and as long as you're not last now, you're gonna be into the next group. It's gonna be a little bit weird just because we have 3 people. Slightly smaller group because we had 1 person drop out. But that's okay. So yeah, it's gonna be Alice, M, and Loxty battling it out now. I think at least, yeah.
Alice,
Easy in
MM,
it.
and Loxty. Yeah, the 3.
Yeah. So now we need just whoever's last is out. The other 2,
Yeah.
they're gonna be safe into the next group. Because we need our last 2 players for the group of 6 into the next stage. So you don't even have to win, you just have to be second at least.
Let me
This is
close
a
some
fun map.
programs on my computer.
Yeah. That might be pretty good. I think FPS looks good now when you're tabbed in. at least for me.
Maybe it's because I stream it to you, so they become lucky.
Maybe. Not sure. I think this is looking pretty good though. So yeah, this is gonna be one of the more exciting races. We're seeing less people on screen. So now it matters more if you fail. Someone's saying looks a lot better, so I think I agree.
On this map, you fail and then you go back to start.
Yeah, so this is a map with big fails. We have Alice, Loxy, and M, 3 different nationalities battling out. Only 2 of them will make it through. A lot of heavy surfs. And I think we're seeing, is that Loxy ahead? Yeah, Loxy with a clean surf. Alice has had to resurf. Back to the start, unfortunately. So Loxy's looking pretty locked in. I think he's gonna be fairly safe as long as he doesn't... I think as long as he takes it safe now, he should be okay. So for now it's gonna be a battle between Alice and M for not to be last. Now we're seeing Loxy fairly safe on these surfs. This is definitely a shorter map. See if he's gonna hit this last surf. Ooh, that's not ideal. Oh my god, he's given up and he's back to the start. Saying GG in the start, that's not ideal. We'll see if anyone else is gonna repeat that mistake or if they're gonna take it slower now that they've seen.
They use a chance.
Seeing M approach it first, looking to take the win on this map, and he's gonna do it. So he's gonna be safe into the next stage. And let's see, Alice with a pretty big lead is gonna be able to do the same thing. Into the surf, into the last surf. Oh my god, that's a big fail. And that's back to the start for Alice. Let's see if Loxy on the second time around can lock it in. Did not think that many people would be failing this combo. Maybe not enjoying a surf. And now we're seeing Loxy with the redemption, so he's gonna be safe. Alice in chains, someone is saying. That is absolutely unfortunately. Unfortunate way to go. GG's. Super sad for Alice. I think they definitely had a chance. Could have taken it safer. And yeah. I can't believe 2 people failed that last surf. That's did nothing. That's gonna be the way that map goes. Back to Alice and that's the war in the land. Alice catching all the slack. Not ideal for them. Yeah, so we're gonna have M and Loxy both make it through from that last race. And as you can see on screen, now we have Panda, Carry, Flusha. Oh, Flusha again, but it was Newbie on that round 3. So it was Panda, Carry, Newbie, Flusha, and M and Loxy. As the first 6 players into the next stage to be safe. So they're going to be
B can join now.
2 of the tournament. So yeah, now we're going to have Group B. So whoever's Group B, especially if you're watching the stream, get in the server. And Flayoff and Ibrahizi, I think, are both playing. Get in there. It's time to shine. So yeah, we're going to do the same thing now again. With 12 new players, well, 12 other players. Maybe different maps. It's up to the players what they want to play. It's like a majority vote.
Perfect.
And yeah, commiserations to everyone else who's been out of these groups.
Perfect.
Some surprising eliminations, to be honest. People like Anna Harris is decent. Line, Alice as well.
Impressive.
Like the Chinese, a lot of the 5 Chinese players. Keeping it strong. It's okay. It's more fun to just participate, even if you don't go far. It's still fun to play. Be a part of something. And there's always gonna be more tournaments. Max and other people. It's just good motivation to grind back. Get better.
Impressive.
Get those nerves in control. And yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Break time just to let people join into the server. So yeah, Group B again, if anyone's watching the stream. Getting here. Get school tomorrow. I'm sorry to hear. Could not be me right now. Yeah, at least you don't have to stay up late then. playing into the night. Here's what time it is for the Chinese people. It'll be like early evening now.
It's 8:45 for Chinese people.
你好，你好，你好。
Ooh,
How to log in? I'm Speck.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's what we mean. There should be an IP.
we are waiting 2 more players.
Tactical lose, yeah. Gotta keep the grades in check before KZ. And it's unfortunate to see you go out, Liuang. Another time.
Legend KZ and KZ.
Yeah, we're seeing some big names here. We have Playoff, Ibrahizi, I think, 2 favorites for the entire tournament. There's so many fun names. Daniel, one of the OGs. Surprised he's playing. Dima as well, absolute fucking legend. Castro from China, remember them from last tournament, 0-2 as well. This is gonna be a fun group. And yeah, we're missing 2 people, I think still.
Actually 1. I think he forgot the password.
Just 1 more person we're waiting on. Yeah, thank you for the W's, Liuang. W from you as well. Participating. You had some good runs, at least. Where it wasn't fast.
Yeah, you can, bro, you can.
We'll definitely be seeing you in another tournament.
He's coming.
Yeah, it's a tournament. 1-day tournament.
Number 1 India boy.
And we're getting into the second part of our first survival stage. So we have a group of 24 again, for anyone who might be new. We've just done the first 12 players. 6 of them got eliminated, 6 of them progressed. And now we gotta do this for Group B. Most of the players you can see on the left. Some of them are from last group. Just as remnants because they finished. Seeing Dima with a very clean run on this map. Just killing some time while we're waiting. Have a good day as well, Liuang. Yeah, 2 ping is a bit crazy, but can't be easy accommodating everyone from so many different countries. People from China, people from Europe, some from CIS countries.
You
So
got a higher ping than the
pings.
Chinese players.
Yeah,
200 ping.
that cannot be very fun. I guess if you're playing pro. Speck is saying they can't log into the server. Are you in the Discord, Speck? IP should be in there. And if not, maybe see if you can message Xinyan.
Sorry, what?
Speck is saying he can't log into the server.
You need password, I told you. I tagged you on Discord for multiple times.
So you gotta chuck the password in as well.
Log in Discord. Or some... Is anyone his friends? I need to send his
Maybe ask him
password.
direct.
Let me think, how can I send him?
Can maybe do it through Twitch DMs actually.
Just wait a second.
Yeah, a little bit of a technical issue, just getting last player into the server. We're seeing people discuss what maps to ban.
Oh,
What's the map?
hello.
Memento. Couple votes for a K-Champ. I was seeing some people don't want that. Other people do.
Okay, Shopcase here.
Kurbashi gang W, that.
And there we go. Finally have Speck as well into the server. We're gonna change map to Memento. This is gonna be the first map of Group B. So to reiterate again, first player is safe, last player is out. Those are the players who we're focusing on. The rest, they will just go on to the next map. So the group is just gonna get smaller and smaller as people progress and people get eliminated. So you just have to win 1 round to get through. 1 of 6 to be safe into the group. We're seeing the Group A here again. For anyone who's new. Hello Vexy, hello Diablo. We're going to be going into Memento. This is a bit of a classic map, I think. Map I've not seen in a while as well. This map has some fun combos to go fast on. Less fails, I think. So the speed's gonna matter a lot. Saying Ibrahizi with dualies. That's interesting choice. One I'd love to see personally, but I know a lot of people don't like him. Ibrahizi a favorite for the tournament. We had a vote in the Discord, just seeing who people think will win. Ibrahizi, I think, got 40% of the votes.
40.4, 44.4, something.
Yeah, definitely a bit of pressure. We'll see if he's gonna have some nerves. Hard map enjoyable. I think there's so many players, especially from this group, that can give him a challenge. So it should be fun, especially based on the maps we get as we're lined up for the race. Good luck, have fun to everyone. Send some love in the
Good
chat.
luck.
On the first map. So yeah, again, we're gonna focus on first and then on last. That's the people who matter most right now. I'm seeing some people haven't started.
No, they're frozen in the starts because their rating is too high.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. So if people are too good, they have a rating over 10 on GOKZ, they have a little bit of a penalty.
They are
This is a
nerfed.
minor. So they're getting a bit of a nerf. They have to play from behind to prove that they are better. So yeah, we're gonna have Milment in the lead for now. E right behind. Players I remember from the major, the previous tournament, X. Milment keeping it clean into the halfway point of the map. Ooh, I say that, but instantly into a fail. And these maps don't have a teleport, at least this one. So you're gonna have to have a walk of shame into the ladder. We're seeing a couple fails. Milment back into the lead as everyone else failed.
Every time I pick someone, it fails.
Yeah, a couple people behind him. Flay off one of the people. I'm seeing support for in the chat. Gonna be in second. Let's see if you can close down that lead. Milment taking a bit of time. And oh, Milment's had a fail. So yeah, Flay off is gonna take the lead now.
The hurt is my heart rate. It's my heart rate.
Yeah. I feel like Flay off is definitely a favorite to win this, and we're seeing why. Maybe not the cleanest run. I think he definitely had a fail or two. 0-2 right behind. This is a Chinese player I remember from last tournament, but I think they failed. So Flay off a couple percent ahead into the end of the map. Let's see if he's gonna keep it clean. He's keeping it safe, not going for anything risky, and we're gonna have our first safe player, Flay off, into the next stage of the tournament. So now we're gonna focus on last. We're seeing Dima in last. Dima had some clean runs on the practice maps earlier.
Eva
Not
second
super far
again.
behind, so he can close it. So yeah, only last now matters because everyone else will be safe until the next round. They'll have another chance. We're seeing a couple people fail. That was back down into the ladder, and little orange, or orange, as I've been told to call him. Another fail from them. So they're gonna be now in danger as we're seeing almost everyone else finish. Dima cleaning up towards the end. So Dima's gonna be safe, and we'll see if Spack and Orange neck and neck. So this is gonna be a race. Whoever loses this is eliminated, but whoever manages to stay ahead, they're gonna be safe into the map 2. We're seeing Orange keeping. Oh, that was a nice weak combo. He's gonna be safe. Spack unfortunately eliminated.
Close.
That was a very close race towards the end. Quite surprising to see. Dima happy with the finish, maybe not happy with the run. But yeah, Orange keeping that. You can see the shaky nerves there. That was definitely way too close for comfort. And unfortunately, we're going to see Spack go out of the tournament. And yeah, we had Flay. That was. I know it says Ibrahizi with a faster time.
Flay is
but it was
Flay. Flay advances.
Flay was safe. No, you're safe. So you can go take a wee break until the next stage, because you won the race. So you, Flay, are safe into the next group, and everyone else except last place Spack, as we see, they're gonna play again. And again, winner and loser only matter in this. So I'm gonna do this a couple of times, and it's gonna be
Okay,
down
champ
to
again.
a few people. Wow, okay, champ. To be fair, we do have a couple of hard map players, so
Nico will
I'm
be
not
sad
surprised
about
to win
that.
this. Yeah. I think someone like Ibrahizi will be happy. I think Dima probably enjoys the hard map as well. I don't know if Dima enjoys the hard map, but I feel like I've seen Dima cook on the K-Champ before. Yeah, good job, Flay. That was a pretty clean run from you. So you're into the next stage.
Let's say how
The stage
many
is quite
more
brutal.
seconds can Ibrahizi get? He got 4 seconds in last tournament, I think.
Yeah. You're keeping up the consistency now. We'll see how many more he can do. I don't think this will be an easy map, to be honest. I think there's a couple people that'll be going quite fast.
It is an
Ibra
easy map. I only took 20
enjoys
minutes
a
to
hard
pro
map,
run it.
so. No. It's not an easy map. I mean, some people find it hard to
I
even
think-
finish.
8.
And yeah, if you guys are confused a little bit, we have like a bit of a nerf on the faster players because it's done through the... It's based on the GOKZ top website. Check it out, little promotion. There you got an overall rating there, kind of like a HOTV rating, based on how fast you're on maps, how many maps you've done. And if the players have a rating of over 10, they get a bit of a freeze at the start, as we're seeing here. People who might be a bit worse, able to fly out. Just gives them a bit of an advantage to even the playing field. There's a scene of people fly through the first room. 0-2, someone who was up there in the last map. I'm gonna be trying to make a bit of a redemption now. Ooh, failing that last little headbanger ladder.
20 seconds
what
of
we'd like to
phase
see.
on this map is nothing.
Yeah, and we're definitely gonna see some more fails in this map. This is the hardest map in the pool, tier 5. Seeing, I think, Millman, Orange, Ibrahizi now that they've started. They were ahead. I'm seeing a couple more fails. Millman, someone I think who seems to play a little bit safer, take a bit more time to set up jumps. But consistency is key on this map, to be honest, especially for a pro run. Seeing Millman keep the lead, setting up every ladder. Let's see if he's gonna fit into this last cab very clean. So that's gonna be our current favorite as we're a quarter way through the map. Definitely still a long way to go, some hard rooms to mess up. We're seeing a couple fails now into this corridor. It's gonna give a bit of time for someone like Orange to come back. Ibrahizi is towards the end of the room. Oh, also trying to go a little too fast, going very low on that ladder. Yeah, you can see this map, a lot of big fails. I'm sure most people know this map like the back of their hand if they've played a lot of KZ. We're seeing, I think, slower than the first group on this map. A lot of people not enjoying this turn on the corridor. We're seeing E catch up now. Yeoman back into the lead, but we're seeing Dima now get up there. So the playing field's evening out. And we're not going to go too crazy, we still have a lot of the map to go through. So we just have to get through it. It'll make Blitz safer. Try and get through these big rooms. We're seeing Yeoman fail into this room. And a couple other people fail as well. Quite surprising to see, because I know a lot of people love this map, especially since they voted for it. We had 5 votes for this. We're seeing Moment out of that map, so he's gonna retake the lead again into this wall strafe. Get it on Barry. Doesn't hit it the first time. Have the CJ onto it, as we're seeing Moment fall back into the 4th place, 3rd place now. We have Orange and 0-2 ahead, so a Chinese top 3 so far. But a lot of people keeping close, so anything can happen still. The end is gonna matter. This room especially I think will matter. Maybe the one after. Some of the bigger rooms, some of the harder rooms. There's a surf skip as well here. See if people go for it. No, Orange is gonna play it safe. Knows he's got a bit of a lead, a bit of time. Ibrahizi. Oh, we're seeing go for the skip and he hits it. So that's gonna put him into the lead. The dual Berettas. Unusual choice for KZ. We see a lot of USPs and knives. He's keeping it clean through this room. But this pro save definitely one to watch out for because it can send you back a different room. Ibrahizi keeping clean into the wall strafe. SKZ enjoyer like myself into the surf of this room. It's gonna be out and this gap is just getting bigger and bigger. We're just gonna be looking for a clean closeout. Everyone else over 10% behind. Gonna mess up the B-hop, but this is not too big of a fail. Orange and Dima trying their best to close this gap, but we'll see. They're gonna have to keep it very clean. A little bit of a fail again on these smaller corridors. And yeah, Orange also struggling on this room. We're seeing a couple people just take their time. Dima into second, but that's not gonna matter if Ibra is gonna close this run, as only first is gonna progress on this map. We're seeing him into the last room. Failing the last jump, that's not ideal. That's definitely gonna give a little bit of time, but as you can see, 20% behind. Everyone else is struggling in these earlier rooms that Ibra just flew through. Nico, like we pointed out, not enjoying this map. And last, and yeah, Ibra, he's gonna close that map out. Definitely not the cleanest run we've seen. I think we saw a couple 3-minute runs in the first group. And yeah, Ibra is still shaking, he's saying, but he's gonna be making it through into the next stage. The second favorite with Flay, so they're keeping it clean enough. So yeah, now we're gonna have to have a bit of a wait, as everyone else is gonna have to get through this map.
No, the max first time is 8 minutes.
So yeah, they'll have a couple, like 4 more minutes roughly to finish out. Whoever's at the end, whoever's last, as if they don't finish this map, they're going to be eliminated. Currently that's Naika, but Downyo is also down there.
We look
close. In this corridor that we saw people. They're probably in the same room.
Downyo is one room ahead.
Yeah, I think Downyo was in this room and just got out. So it's Sinyan who's running the entire tournament in voice chat to answer any technical questions, and then just me from before, Gosh, as some might know. And yeah, we're seeing Dima go towards the end of the map. He's gonna be nice and safe. I think one of the fan favorites, an OG, a legend in the Russia sphere. And yeah, Naiko's still behind by a room, roughly, it seems. We have like 2.5 minutes more. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard my voice before. I don't know if you watched the last tournament. That's maybe the place I've spoken the most.
Last time he was participating.
Oh yeah,
so he didn't watch this stream, maybe.
Impressive.
Forgot about that. Hello, Justin. Nice to see you. First time chatter. Rapper. And yeah, we're gonna just take our time. We're still seeing Naiko not really making any progress with this room. Downio is still in the next room, so if Naiko gets through this room, he could make it interesting towards the end of this race. Like Sinian said, we have a 8-minute cutoff, I believe it is.
I have 30 seconds left.
So we have 30 seconds left. So Daniel just has to pray that Naiko doesn't make it out of that last room. And everyone else is going to be safe. It's going to be just the last person who's eliminated from this map. And yeah, we see Ibra discussing his shakes. We know he can get nervous. That's what happened last tournament. As we have just a couple more seconds, I assume. And now we're into the 30-second mark, actually. Seeing the pop-up there. So yeah, Naiko, just a bit of time. It's not a long room, but maybe not an enjoyer of this map. Not one that he's practiced too much. He's still struggling in that room. Downio's still in the next room, though, like we said. It can happen. 10 seconds left. I don't think he's going to have any luck with that unfortunate corridor room. Everyone else, even if they didn't finish the map, they're going to be safe. We saw E with a 549, Demo with a 536. So we only had 3
Only
people
3
finish this
players
map in
finished.
this group. That's quite surprising considering the last group. I think most people were close to finishing or finished. And yeah, super unfortunate to see Nyko go. And Ibra Hizi is going to be safe into the next stage. So we have Playoff and Ibra from this group. We're going to be jumping into map 3 of this stage. So we have a survival stage. Again, this is the first stage of the tournament. This is Group B. And we're going to see people vote for the maps. Seeing a big mix of things. And yeah, here's the layout for Group B so far. Ibra Hizi with a faster time on the first map, but he finished second, so Playoff is actually safe from that. As it just matters who finished first, I believe. Is how we're keeping it. And yeah, we had Spack out and now Nyko eliminated. Very unfortunate to see, but yeah, Group B got a lot more chillers. People taking their time. Maybe they'll enjoy the easier maps more. Maybe it's maps they practice more. Okay, Champ, I was definitely surprised to see twice already. It's a harder map, so I don't think people would...
They want to choose a hard map in the start.
I suppose there's more people to fail, more chance to be safe. That does actually make sense. And yeah, we're going to be going to third map. Not sure if we caught what the vote was, but we're going to see soon. And yeah, still a couple people, a couple big names to come out this group, potentially. People like Dima, people like Yeoman was having some good runs. Downhill, I'm surprised he was struggling with that. Okay, Champ. Downhill, I think he's made a couple hard maps. Maybe coming back into KZ for this tournament. Not sure. Luxy saying he wanted to pick, I assume this is okay, Champ at the end. That would have been a fun map to watch, I think, for like a 3 people, even like a 1v1. I think it'll be fun to see it in the playoffs, in the best of 3s. We're definitely gonna see some close races, hopefully. Let's run to the fast combo map, tier 3. We saw this map earlier. More of a combo map, couple headbangers, smaller fails, so we're gonna have to see some clean runs now rather than taking your time. Speed is gonna matter, and just not failing those headbangers is gonna be the most important. We're down to 7 players in this group. And we're seeing E, I think with a freeze, because he is over the 10 mark rating. Seeing Yeoman pick up the pace, but a couple people, I think 3 people with a clean run so far. So it's going to be 0-2 Orange and Yeoman up ahead. And again, looking for first. Yeoman with a good start again. He's had this a few times, but let's see if he can actually keep it through. This is a bit of a longer map, like a minute and a half WR. Making his way through the easier sections. Perfect. Flying through this, he's gonna extend this lead by a little bit. Couple block jumps, maybe a couple seconds. But 0-2 staying behind, fairly close. Gonna be putting on that pressure. Curious if they play with players on and players off.
Godlike. Perfect.
So yeah, Flay and Eber, they're just chilling now until next stage, into the group of 12 basically. So they're safely through. And we're deciding the 4 last players into that stage. Beyond looking like he might be one of them. He's into the 70% mark of the map with a pretty sizable lead. Small fail there, missing the CJ I think. But that's not going to be a big setback, as long as he keeps the rest clean. 0-2 is not going to be super far behind. These headbangers are a little bit scary, so people have some different approaches for them. But Beyond makes it through first try. Let's see if he's going to keep this last section clean. Taking a little bit of time. Nothing wrong with that. And he's safely into this drop down, and he should be safe as long as no massive fails. He's going to have to catch that ladder out to the drop down. He does so successfully. Into the drop, into the B hop. Last LJ. And the is going to be our 3rd player of the group 3. Fast combo map. definitely lived up to that name so far. And now we're gonna focus on last. So someone like Orange here, we're seeing at the end, they're gonna be nice and safe into the next map. With Dima not having a good run at all, we're seeing a massive gap. So Dima is gonna be the player at risk right now, as we're seeing everyone else towards the end. Downio in 6th, just gonna have to close out this drop again as well. Catches the ladder into the drop, and we're gonna be seeing Dima out. That's quite surprising to me. Everyone else finished fairly quickly over the 2-minute mark. And just Dima. Unfortunate to see them go. Legend of the game. Yeah, if you're not first, if you have big fails, not gonna make it through. I'm curious if Dima, I'm not sure if Dima has high enough rating. Because he's not super...
Perfect.
He hasn't grinded all the maps. I don't know if he had a freeze.
He did a freeze in the start.
Impressive.
So Dima definitely had a freeze then.
But even
Just couldn't make that gap back.
even freeze froze for 27 seconds. Even he doesn't. He'll still be out of this tournament. The gap is too huge.
Too many fails into the start sections.
Perfect.
GG's out in the chat for him. And Myoman's gonna make it through.
Yeah.
And we have just a couple more players now to decide. Just 3 more, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing those 2 to 6th place from round 3. They're gonna be into the next round.
Yeah, he won on map 2.
Yeah, Ibrahizi won the OK champ. Not the cleanest run. I'm gonna be a hater and say not the cleanest run, but nobody else had a cleaner run, so I think he definitely felt a bit nervous. You could see the shakes. He was saying it himself. But yeah, he's made it through, so he's gonna be safe. Maybe shake those nerves off. Seeing Playoff in chat, the first person out of this group. Technically the hardest round, you could say, because most amount of players competing. Playoff made it safe as well, and Bioment was there up as well. And we have everyone else from Group A who made it. We're gonna be going into map 4, so this is Holy Space. 5 players now. Again, looking for first and last. Into the
No
countdown.
freeze for them all.
Not sure if we have anyone else freezing, yeah. Nobody over 10 rating, but what we are going to be having is some fails already. On this map, if you fail this first room, it's quite bad. Towards the end, it's not as punishable, but this first room matters a lot. And we're seeing 0-2 take a lead. Caster behind. The 3 Chinese players kind of pushing out, but we'll see if anyone's going to have a big fail towards the end. We saw a couple people struggle with the surf. I think maybe FPS dropped or something again. Not sure if that was just me. Also followed their genes.
It's me.
Legend. As yeah, we're gonna be into the next section, this corridor room. A bit of a easier combo part. 0-2. Kind of keeping the lead. A couple percent ahead of Caster. And Orange behind. They're gonna have to try and close that gap somehow, maybe hoping for a fail from 0-2. Was this map not as hard as some of the other ones we've seen? As we're seeing 0-2 keeping a pretty clean run. Very good anime, that one. I enjoyed. 0-2 keeping clean into the later half of this map. I'm gonna be going through this teleport into the outside section. Not the cleanest transition. But he has a bit of room to work with. And yeah, stream is all good now, hopefully. As we're seeing 0-2 pushing towards the end. There is a couple hard jumps here. We saw a couple people fail with this, but 0-2 keeps it clean. You can see some clean combos. Ooh, just as I say that, getting the LJ. Not comboing this now. Oh, that's a big fail actually. Caster's gonna have a big chance as everyone else is right behind now. And 0-2 is gonna fail that again. Maybe seeing some of the nerves as Caster's gonna take the lead now. See if he's gonna keep these clean surfs into the end. Caster's with a steal. Wow. That's quite unfortunate for 0-2, keeping the lead through the entire map until the end. getting nervous on one long jump, and that was it. Seeing the players come in, and Caster is going to be through. 0-2 is going to be safe into the last round, as it's now just a battle between E and Downyo, and unfortunately not much of a battle, as Downyo maybe struggled towards the start. You see him in the corridor still, on the halfway mark of the map. Unless E has a lot of fails, yeah, it's going to be hard to believe in that, as Downyo just disconnects, and we see E is going to make it through anyway. Failed LJ, but would have had to do that for a long time. So yeah, we're going to see Downyo out, unfortunately. And Caster with a steal, he's going to make it through into the next stage. Keeping the nerves in check and just believing. 0-2 with a fail. And now again, like first group, we're going to have 3 players. So it's going to be just the last one who's eliminated. Wow, the other 2, they just have to finish. You don't even have to win. You just have to be second. We saw some cinema last time. 2 of them failing the end and still making it through. So yeah, round 4, Caster in, Downyo not on the list there, but fortunately out. I'm gonna be jumping into round 5, just waiting for the map to load. Because I'm gonna have a cup of tea now. Definitely a fun group so far. Some couple close rounds, this group and last group actually. Got that tangent run that finished basically neck and neck. Now this Holy Space win. And same map for this last decider of the group. GOKZ Init. GOKZ Init. So this map, if you fail, go back to the start if you fail towards the end. So even if someone's gonna take a massive lead at the start, it's never over until it's over on this map. So we're seeing 0-2, quicker start. But Orange is gonna be right behind. They're all gonna be keeping it pretty clean. You can see those percentages up on the top left. That's a progression of the players through the map and the difference behind the leader. So seeing Orange only 2% behind and E only a couple percent behind. With 0-2 keeping some clean combos. That's why they're up ahead. We're going to be already going towards the last surf combo. Now all you have to do is not fail this. Keep it clean. Keep a nice surf up. And 0-2 is going to be first in. And now this is a battle for qualification or elimination. Both into the second last surf. Seeing E with a little bit of a cleaner run, but missing the jump up. Ooh, and E hitting his head. So Orange is gonna have the lead, and he's gonna keep it clean. Wow, that was incredibly unfortunate. And E is gonna be eliminated. He was ahead on the surf. And just hits his head, trying to keep too much speed. Someone saying why no music? I don't know. I don't know if
No
music would be
music?
better or worse for the
What
tournament.
music? We don't
Yeah.
have BGM. Or you mean the winner's music? The MVP music?
We gotta have lobby music in the in the downtime. I have to remember production is only Sinyan, so big shout out to Sinyan. Running everything, making all the plugins, running the servers as well. Make sure to check out Axe if you haven't already. Even making a website and everything. My absolute goat. So yeah, that's gonna be the conclusion for Group B and the entire first stage. So the first
Okay,
survival
we're going
stage.
to take a short break and we are going back to the survival stage 2.
Exactly. So yeah, this is gonna be a recap of Group B. Flay made it through the first round. Aber just had a faster time. Then Aber made it through. Then Mealment. Then Caster with a steal. And then the last 2 players, 0-2 and Orange, are going to be into the next stage. And everyone else is going to be eliminated, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to jump into a little break. I have the 12-player survival stage. Pretty similar to this. So yeah, go get a cup of tea, a snack, some popcorn maybe. And we'll be back. Yeah, I'm gonna have a tea as well. I should have made 2 cups of tea actually. Yeah, I needed a bucket of tea. Not brave enough. I didn't think I'd just chug it through between rounds, but I can already feel my voice going. I remember last time on the X Major, my tournament, my voice just completely got nuked. So next stage playoff is everyone who made it through. So you'll be playing everyone else who got through. They're gonna be into the next stage. So it's gonna be a similar survival stage. Vexy, I don't know if you're in there. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Except the first 4 rounds.
So yeah, it's gonna be slightly different. The first 4 rounds, we're gonna have no elimination.
Now all the players advanced now can join the server.
Yeah. So if you've advanced through the first 2 stages, if you're a Group A, Group B, doesn't matter. If you made it through, make sure to join. If you're watching the stream, Flayoff, get in there.
Perfect.
Easy, get in there. Anyone else who might be lurking.
Perfect. Godlike.
Yeah, you're playing.
Godlike. Godlike.
Basically, everyone is playing now. So we've narrowed it down from 24 players into 12. And now we're gonna have to pick out 8 players for the playoffs. So we're doing a similar thing. It's just the first 4 rounds. We're gonna have no elimination. It's just gonna be the winner. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to focus on who you wanna watch.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for 12 players now to join.
Godlike. Godlike. Impressive.
Yeah,
Godlike.
a little bit of a break. Sneaky
Godlike.
slide.
Godlike.
Vexy, have you not finished Sneaky Slide? I thought you've done that map. That is a hard map though. I don't think we'll be seeing that one in a
3,
tournament
4,
ever.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more? 1 more.
I believe so, yeah. One more.
Just 1 more.
Trying to figure out who we're waiting for.
Okay, all here.
Wait, is there 12 or 11?
I think it's 12. Bet
I'm just
the
gonna trust that everyone's here.
directly check them on server's page. Yeah, it's 12. Oh, it's 11. But never mind, we
we're
change the
missing
map
someone.
first. What?
Going into
Okay,
OK
champ
champ
again in
again.
the first map.
That's a bit of a surprise. You could see some people were not happy about that. It's like a copy paste to some love for Ibrahizi. Shout out their genes. To some people, he may just be a good KZ player. To others, he can be a friend. To me, he is an avatar of hope. The ever-shining ray of warmth that feeds the land, provides sustenance and encourages well-being. Whenever someone struggles, he is the first to help. Don't know about that. After his blessings, the struggle is no more. I'm very happy to have left my cave thanks to Ibrahizi. Momentary pain of having a shift in reality means nothing to the happiness given by his actions.
Okay, Mac game is crashed. Give me a second.
That is crazy.
Hello, Chogo.
Yeah, CNN's crashed, so we're gonna have a bit of a technical break. It's okay, Loxty. Tournament organizer also crashed. So yeah, I think we're missing Loxty. Loxty? I don't actually know how you would pronounce that name. Maybe Lochty is better. Hello, Trogo. Loxty. Okay, I was saying it right. I thought so. Loxty9, actually. Can't forget your number.
There's no I sound. I noticed.
No what?
I mean, there's no I sound in his name. There's no I in his name.
I mean, it's Locks D. It's like a.
I mean, after the X.
Yeah, I guess it's no I. Oh yeah.
Sorry,
It
just one
needs
more
to slide
minute.
away. Yeah, just a bit of a technical difficulty. Shout out CSGO for crashing.
Every time
So again, to
loading,
reiterate, yeah,
it
to
changes
reiterate, it's just survival
the
through.
resolution, so it kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, if you're playing like a custom res, take some time to.
You need to set to 1080p first for the M hard.
Oh, and then go into 1440.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait with the
Loxy's
host.
on the server.
Wait me.
Just waiting for the host, yeah. Feel free to practice a little bit, get ready for this first OK champ run. As I believe that was the map that got picked. So yeah, we're back into stage 2 of the tournament now, the survival stage 2. So we're gonna have 8 players emerge from this stage into the playoff. So the way it's gonna work, the first 4 rounds we're gonna have no elimination. It's just gonna be the winner goes through. So you just gotta be first. You can go as fast as you want. You can risk it. It doesn't matter. Now is your time to go all out. Show off all the combos you might have been going for.
It's Gosh.
It's Gosh and Sinyan. Sinyan's organizing everything. And I am casting map approval. Gosh. Just a humble voice. Hello, Trogo. Surprised you're not playing. Are you too high rated? Yeah. Fair enough. But nice to see you're still here watching. Maybe supporting some of your fellow KZers. And yeah, me getting back into the server hopefully soon. Get started on the second stage. It's going to be very similar to the first round. We just have now one big group again. And then we're going to have playoffs. Oh, was it like you could join if everyone agreed, but some people didn't agree? I think I remember seeing some people or something like that in the tournament. You're too powerful. You're too powerful. Yeah, I can't blame them, to be honest. You would be a scary person to play up against in a tournament. But it would have been fun to see. I think we should definitely have a tournament one day with just no limitations. It would be fun to see everyone. We're seeing host back into the server. We have all our 12 players. Read all their beautiful names and pictures on the side. And we're gonna be playing OK Champ. It's the hardest map of the map pool. Tier 5. Pro running as well. Not the craziest challenge, but definitely challenging, especially in a tournament setting. We've seen definitely some people be nervous. I'm gonna be setting up the race. Curious to see if GOKZ is gonna win this again, like he did, or if some other players are gonna show off some faster times, because I think we've seen a couple 3-minute times. I think Ibra had a 4-minute time roughly.
I joined, bro.
Seeing a second copy pasta. The one and only GOKZ fan in chat, keeping the memory strong.
Join.
And yeah, everyone make sure to join the race.
报名。
There we are.
Nice
Let me
trolling,
do it again.
Oh, we're setting up again.
Some player didn't join.
Yeah, I agree. A high map tier or high tier map pool for pro players, that'd be very fun. Because I feel like there'd definitely be some like
The
specialists
issue
who,
is
like,
we don't have enough pro
pro player.
players.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think you'll get 24 players playing tier 6s. But maybe.
Yeah, Ibra.
And yeah, we're seeing everyone, I think, is ready into the countdown. So this is going to be Survival Stage 2, Map 1. And again, the only thing that matters now is who's first for these 4 first maps. So last place doesn't matter right now. We just care about who's first. Loxley with a good start. He's going to be taking the lead on this map. And that's going to be the only thing that matters. Taking the lead, no fails. Everyone else failing, surprisingly. I think we saw some cleaner starts out of other people before, but Loxley is going to be into this third room, technically, I believe.
Perfect.
This next ladder. Let's see if he's going to be able to keep this lead. Seeing Newbie in second, Flusha in third. Not super far behind, so they've cleaned up the start. Ooh, Loxley missing the gap. That's a quite an unfortunate one. Missing that small, I think it's like a 40 gap. Flush is going to take the lead, take the initiative. Missing the quarter drop down. It's okay, gonna get it on the second try. And we saw a couple people have struggles in this room. I think Flusha was definitely one of them. And now Panda into the room. Now this is someone I know who loves a hard map. And Panda looking super clean. Ooh, missing a little bit on the ladder. Just as I say, looking clean. Flush is going to be back in the lead after that first room, but everyone's keeping neck and neck. We're only 40% of the map through. People onto the wall strafe. Curious if everyone then varies, if, yeah, some people go without. Seeing Panda fly through the map. Flusha right behind. Luxy keeping in third, but only the win matters. There's going to be one player out of this map progressing into the playoffs. To the top 8. We're seeing into the surf, into the resort. I'm surprised Panda didn't go for the skip, but keeping it safe. I have a small lead ahead. As he's going to be into this next surf section. Into the wall strafe. Seeing some very clean runs, to be honest. Clean strafes, very fun combos. Going quite fast on these ladders as well. Into the wall strafe. And yeah, Panda's just keeping it super clean. It's definitely someone I was excited to see, because I've seen some of his runs on other hard maps, and he's showing why he's so good at them. Tier 5, flying through it like it's no issue. Ooh, I say that I'm missing the last jump of this corridor. See if someone else will be able to catch up. Kari is now in second. Bit of a sleeper pick maybe, but missing the B-hop, so Panda's gonna be out of that previous room.
Impressive.
Ooh, missing that end again. So yeah, this is the last room now. Giving a bit of time for people like Flay to catch up. Flay also enjoys a hard map. But yeah, Panda's gonna be out of this room as long as he doesn't mess this up for a long time. As we're seeing him do. Kari's gonna be catching up. Panda is still here. Kari with some more tech, doing the vest tech. But both failing it. Is that Panda up? That is Panda up. Wow. They had to make it close for the fans. That's gonna be just Panda making it through. Everyone else is safer now. They're gonna go into the next map. So Panda is the first quarter finalist. That was a bit crazy after seeing him fly through the map. Just struggling on that last ladder hop, or the last ladder up. I got a tutorial on this map on the OK Champ. Yeah, he was up there. He was almost at the end. Almost managed to catch up to both Kari and Panda, failing that last jump. Hello, Bappy. Hello, everyone else who might be joining. We're in the stage 2 of our tournament, survival stage. So we're eliminating a couple players so we could have a top 8 bracket for playoffs. We've just seen Panda, Orangdefa beat OK Champ with a pretty reasonable time, to be honest. 249 is nothing to scoff at. Very clean run, sub 3. And he's going to be our first quarter finalist. We should erase variety from existence. With memories of this map too. I think if you mean OK Champ, I think OK Champ is a great map. It's very iconic. Variety, I don't know. And Loxi's crashed again, so we'll have a little bit of a wait. That's okay. No worries, we're not gonna start without you. Yeah, I'm very excited to see Tangent.
Impressive.
That's a map I always enjoy watching. I
Godlike.
feel like there's always some cinema fails.
Godlike.
And like the end is always so close. We already had one super close end. On Group A, I believe it was. Tangent's just a very pretty map as well. I love the visuals on that map.
It's not
One
fun
of my
race.
favorite maps. Second?
Oh, I was saying to Flay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can see it's our first round.
Let's see the real race.
While we're waiting for Loxy to get back into the server. Second crash, not what you love to see. It's maybe not going to be great for the mental. We saw Loxy was 5th. He had a good start on OK Champ. So definitely should be fun to watch. Again, we have quite a lot of spots for the playoffs. We have 8 people who will make it out of this. So you just need to win one round as we're into Tangent. Everyone is in. Seeing some good lucks in the chat. Have fun to everyone. And again, this round as well, we're looking for just the winner. This is map 2. So until map 4, in map 4 included, we're just going to have the winner progress, no eliminations. So we're going to hopefully see some players go for more risky combos, trying to go for more speed. Of course, gotta make sure to have a clean run. This map not super easy to go fast on and have a clean run. But we're seeing some good first room exits out of Moment and Newbie. Flusher right behind as well. There's our top 3. Chinese players into the outside section. This is a more chill one. Harder to fail. Well, we've seen fails on this before in the past in previous tournaments. Flusher and Newbie basically neck and neck. This is a repeat of last group on Group A, where they finished next to each other when Newbie ended up taking the win. This time he's not going to be able to keep up behind. It's going to be Flusher and Moment maybe competing. Flusher, I think, favor on this map. He's just been flying through this map both times we've seen him on it. I say that and he's failing the last jump of the map, or of the big room. Super unfortunate to see. So Moment now is going to be taking the lead. Newbie is not super far behind, so Moment's going to have to keep it clean into the end. Into the last serve. Into the second last serve. Now into the last serve. And now this pre-keep keeps it clean. Makes it. And that's a 130. So Moment's going to be our second player into the... It's going to be our second player into the playoffs. Quite surprising. Flusher was flying through that map. Yeah, it seems like as soon as I mention someone going well, doing well, they just fall off. I'm seeing the caster curse in action. So yeah, Miona's going to be through, but no eliminations. So everyone is safe. Someone like Caster, for example, didn't love this map, maybe. Although everyone was pretty close.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're all going to be safe. Going to be going for the next map. We're going to have 2 more rounds of just first player progresses, no eliminations. We're on to Memento. I think we saw Flay have a fairly clean run on this map. So we're going to be looking out for him. He was first out of his group on this map. So this is the only map he's played this tournament. He's, well, besides these last 2. So this is going to be maybe his area of expertise. I think my mic might be a little bit cursed because I'm using an old mic.
It's me,
So there
maybe.
might be some background noise. Maybe Sinyan.
Mic
Yeah.
is too close to my nose.
It's okay to breathe.
I shouldn't brace.
Yeah, you gotta keep your Keep your breath. The matches are so close.
My game crashed again. With me or 1 more minute.
Wow, everyone is crashing today.
It happens a lot when you have a lot of players in the server.
Yeah. I'm gonna have less and less now, only down to 10. But yeah. I'm gonna try and not caster curse more people, but it's hard not to say anything when you see someone flying through the map and then you say something and they fail the LJ. They gotta stop failing. Here to watch a tournament. Gotta lock in, guys. Because yeah, I think that was gonna be a crazy time if Flusher didn't fail. I think he was no failing until the throw LJ. I have this power for a reason. I don't think I should be picking favorites. I'm a simple caster. Just a humble voice. Can I talk more while specking Ibra? Well, I don't control who I'm spectating, so I'm gonna just talk about whoever is on my screen, maybe whoever's first as well. If Ibra is up ahead, maybe it'll happen. I think I cursed him on the first group round that he was on. I think he had a fairly clean run. And then yeah, he was back to second. I remember last tournament he had like 4 second places in the group stages. I agree. Ibra hate is so forced. We should respect all our players. Finally our host is back. We're into Memento. This is our third map of this second stage, so again, we're just looking for who's first. There's gonna be no eliminations this round. So whoever gets the cleanest combo, the cleanest run, this short tier 2 map, they're gonna be progressing through. And this is gonna be hard for people who have this nerf. If you have a high rating, you gotta freeze at the start based on how long the map is. So we're seeing people like Ibra. And I think M is at the back as well. So that's gonna give a lot of time for other people to fly through this map. We're seeing 0-2 up ahead, Orange as well, Flusher again. Top 5 in of Chinese players in this map right now. They're all flying through it. We saw a lot of fails on this map surprisingly, and the fails are quite cursed. But 0-2 keeping a clean run right now. We're out watching Ibrahizi. I think host wants me to spectate, and there he is falling.
We're locked on him.
Maybe coming through.
It seems like a lot of players would like to watch him.
Yeah. Well, we should maybe switch towards the first now, as we have 0-2, I think, on a fairly clean run. Flushabba is right behind, so this is, I think, going to be quite close towards the end. So long as we see no fails. Hoping for a close race. We're literally seeing them on the same block. This could not be any closer. The 90% mark of the map. Let's see if anyone's going to go for these ledge grab combos or anything. No, but Flusha is going to actually overtake. So Flusha is going to take this map. Flusha, I think he's had some very clean combos. 0-2 maybe playing a tiny bit too safe towards the end. So yeah, we're seeing 99.3%. That was definitely less than a second of a gap. That was honestly quite crazy micro, yeah, I was gonna say. Because I've seen a couple people stop fully on those blocks towards the end, and Flusha just hit all of that. So super clean. Quite unfortunate for 0-2, basically leading the entire map just to lose towards the end, but that's, you gotta keep it cleaner towards the end. So Flush is gonna be our next quarter finalist. Pretty well deserved, I would say. As we're gonna be into round 4. I think I saw KZ in it as the next map.
It's in it.
Not sure if I peeked that. It is indeed. KZ in it. So yeah, we're gonna have 9 players now. I did kind of call out the micro, but I thought maybe people would go for some crazier stuff. But Flusher just kept it fairly clean.
He's using macro maybe.
I don't think he's using micro. He better not be. He better not be, I'll say. But yeah, this is gonna be the last map where we have no elimination. So again, we're looking for first on this map. This is KZ in it, so we're looking for some clean combos, hopefully. Maybe some of the people who enjoy slide more, surf more, they're gonna have to keep it clean. Honestly, I don't know who I would favor for this map. We're just gonna have to see who's gonna have less nerves, a cleaner start. Short little no clip taps. That'd be great. I think you'd notice that.
One last round without any eliminations.
Yeah, exactly. Again, we're looking for just first. After that, we're gonna be having one player go through and one player eliminated.
Here
I
we
don't
go.
think there's any super heavy ladder maps besides OK Champ. The rest are more kind of combo-y. But they definitely have more ladders. Like Tangent has ladders, this map has ladders. Some of the others maybe not so much. Yeah, good luck to everyone. This is a short map, so we're gonna have to lock in. We're gonna have to pay attention to everyone who's into the start. Seeing a couple fails already. Loxy maybe taking the lead. No, it's gonna be Caster up ahead with Flay right behind. Carry also keeping super close. This is gonna be neck and neck towards the end. We're just gonna have to see who's gonna have some cleaner slides. Caster didn't go for the ladder, but still keeping his lead by just a couple blocks. Into the halfway mark of the map already. Flay right behind though, he's gonna be applying that pressure. Maybe not the cleanest entry from Caster. We've seen some crazier combos here. I think that was Flay overtaking. As he's into the last section, he's gonna be trying to fly through this. Misses the gap, and oh my god, Caster Caster is just flown clean into the end because
Oh my
Flay
god.
overshot it. Oh my god.
god.
That was actually incredible to watch, especially from that POV. Incredibly well played from Caster. That was insane. I thought Flay was gonna make it clean in there as well. I was so surprised that he actually overjumped. Insane. We saw Caster with a slightly slower middle section, but Flay, that's so unfortunate. I was surprised this map has delivered so much cinema. But yeah, Heber's saying he's got a WR for these maps.
Yeah, I have to, but now we got the
Okay, champ, okay,
eliminations. Be fine.
So yeah.
No!
Now it's gonna start being scary.
No!
If you're last, someone like Orange, or,
Why?
they would have been eliminated if it was this round. So now
So
we're
we have
looking for first
elimination
and
now.
last. That was honestly incredible. Already so much cinema. Tell Eber to stop being so slow then. True. Real. If you want to win, you gotta set some WRs. And we're into fast combo map. Well, this is a fun one to watch, I think. Because we've seen people go for some pretty crazy combos towards the end and miss them. So we've had some cinema on this map.
Perfect.
Last one
nice
is
job.
going to be eliminated now.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, we're down to 8 again. Yeah, I was confused why we had 9 players then. But yeah, Caster was still on the server, so yeah. Now we're looking for first to progress into the quarters. And last is gonna be eliminated, so this is your last chance maybe if you're
gonna
having a
force them
bad
to
run
join.
that time. Let me into the countdown. Someone asking why no KZ0 chairs. Listen, I love that map, unironically. I would have happily watched someone play that. I don't think most people do.
We should leave that to our SP1 cutoff.
Yeah, we can have an SP1 tournament as we're into the first, into the start of the map. Seeing some of the people who have better ranking have this nerf with the freeze, so they're gonna be starting late. So Luxy's into the lead right now, but only by a tiny bit. We're seeing 4 people right up next to each other. So we're gonna see who's gonna have a cleaner combo, maybe less fails. It seems like that's the team of the tournament right now. seeing Newbie overtake a little bit. Going a little bit more risky on these combos. Loxy taking his time. Can't even fault him for that. We're seeing Newbie take the lead now. Definitely seems more comfortable on this map than maybe some others. But everyone's keeping it close. At least for the first two. And we also gotta pay attention to who's last. M's not having a great time. But still keeping fairly close, so you never know what will happen. But yeah, and you'll be keeping the lead into the halfway point of the map already. And you're looking to hopefully keep this rest of the run clean. He's going to be fighting for quarters. It's going to be him versus Loxy, basically. I think Carry is trying to get back in there. I think that might be a little bit too big. We'll see if we have any big fails towards the end. That's where we've seen some cinema, maybe some of these headbangers. Newbie keeps it clean on the first, but not on the second, so that's going to give Loxy back the lead. Loxy takes his time, and he's going to be out of that little section. Maybe problematic section for a lot of people. And let's see Loxy. Is he going to be able to close this map out into this combo section, climbing up towards the end? And now he's going to be onto the drop down. So he's fairly safe now, taking his time on the ladder, but he's going to miss that. That's carried back into the lead. He's one-shot the drop, and he's into the finish. Wow. Loxy had to one-shot that. My god. Carry with I think he had a bad start, but he had a very clean end. That was incredible. So Carry's going to be our next quarterfinalist, but we're seeing now a battle for last. Flay is he going to be choking after this previous map? If he's last now, he's out. Going for a crazy combo, he's going to be failing. Because Orange is into the drop. Orange is going to have to fail this drop a lot of times for Flay to still have a chance, and he's not going to do that. Flay is going to be eliminated. Wow, that's a shock. That's surprising. After last map, that is honestly crazy to see. Maybe he was going for too many combos. A fan favorite is going to be out of the running. That's very sad to see. Carry's going to make it through with a bit of a steal. Can't believe Loxy failed that end as well. Yeah, GG's in the chat for Flay. Shout out Kazakhstan. Definitely could have gone further. That's just quite unfortunate. But you can't have a bad map in this format, honestly. You gotta at least be not last. And he definitely had chances. So super sad to see. We're gonna be down to 6 players now. So Carry's through into the quarters. Flay is gonna be out. We're gonna see the players vote for their maps. It seems like it's just gonna be Holy Space into round 6. So again, we have first player into the quarters, along with everyone else here. We have Panda, Myoman, Flusha. It was Caster actually. Flay had a faster run on round 4, but just based on how the tournament, the plugin works. So yeah, we have 3 more to eliminate and 3 more to progress. We have 6 players total.
Flay is so close to quarterfinal.
Yeah. Definitely would have had a good chance, to be honest. I think some people were thinking he might take the entire tournament. So quite crazy to see him go
3 more
out.
rounds.
And yeah, we have 3 more maps basically, or 3 more maps. 1 player is going to be eliminated, 1 player is going to be progressing into the quarters. So let's see who's going to be. Ibrohizi may be surprising still to be not through. He was complaining he had to double your on some maps as everyone was going that fast. Let's see if maybe this is more his speed. Definitely some more good players. I think 0-2 and Loxy have shown some really good stuff. I say that, and 0-2's gonna miss the start. But honestly, with this map, so many people have been failing the start, and it can happen. So we're just gonna watch and see. Loxy's in the lead, but Newbie right behind. And I was taking a little bit of a gap behind. Let's see if they're gonna be keeping it clean. Someone's asking where you can donate towards prize pool. I would maybe message Sinyan. the one organizing. There might be a link on the website.
There's no can you add me on Discord or something? I can send you a private link.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't quite prepare for that.
Very kind of you to donate as well for the tournament. We're gonna be seeing Loxy keep the lead, by the way, out of these first rooms. Newbie's still right behind though, only 1%, so they're basically neck and neck. Anything can happen. We've seen people fail towards the end, some of those last LJs and stuff. Let's see if Loxy can keep it clean, or if he's gonna give Newbie the chance to overtake. Watching keenly, you can see Newbie right behind, just a couple jumps. This is the problematic island. Let's see how clean Loxy's gonna keep it. Goes for the B hop, hits the hard jump.
Perfect.
Doesn't walk off the LJ, so he's gonna hit the LJ. Let's see if he's gonna nail these surfs. Keeps it fairly clean into the end, so Loxy's gonna be through. And now we're gonna be doing a battle for last. Whoever's last is gonna be eliminated. Everyone else is gonna have a couple more chances. And currently it's Ibrahizi, not super far behind, but he is at the end. So if everyone else finishes before him, another favorite might be out of the running. As we're seeing him fail a couple of times, the iconic dual Berettas. Shout out Charlie as well. Now 0-2 is gonna close out the map, and I think that's gonna be Ibrahizi out. Wow. Back-to-back favorites out of the tournament. That is honestly quite the shock. Quite surprising. Loxy's gonna be Loxy's gonna be first. Ibra thought it was 6. That's quite ironic to be eliminated to 6-7. 6 out of 7. He thought there were 7 players in the race, but it was just only 6. Seeing some love in the chat for Sinyan. And
It's
Trevor
a
was
plugin
asking
bug.
to-
It counts all the players in the server who started the timer.
yeah, it maybe counts you as well. Or there was someone else. Whoever was asking for donations, you should message Sinyan10
Sorry, I didn't quite read it. Let me add
on
you.
Discord.
Can we do it later? After reset.
Yeah.
Reset and
We can do it after the stage maybe, or after
Yeah.
the tournament.
Yeah, I didn't quite prepare for that. Yeah, sorry.
I will give you Sinyan's Discord though, so you
Yeah.
can message.
You can
and
add
we
me,
sort that out
and
later.
I will send you later. I'll send you after those 2 races ended.
Perfect. He sent a request, he said.
Yeah, and you.
So thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You already have around €100 for donations.
I think Carrie is a corporate. I think he started the timer on this map.
Well, maybe, yeah.
So he was misleading Ibrahizi. So it's all Carrie's fault.
Ibra now has someone to blame. I
Channel
think someone
points
else,
bet.
channel point bet. Maybe we can do that for playoffs. I think for playoffs that'll be fun.
Can you do that? This is like my first time on Twitch something, so I don't familiar with
I
with
need
the
to
scene.
figure out how to do that.
I set
Wow.
you mode on this channel. I don't know
I'll
if
be
you can
real,
start
I've never
that.
modded that channel. I probably can. I'm gonna Google it after the stage when we have a tiny bit of a break.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'd say we'll do it for.
Perfect.
We'll try and do it for playoffs. No guarantees. That would be fun
Perfect.
because we still have 2 more maps. We have 2 more players to see who's gonna be in the quarters and who's gonna be eliminated.
Should only have 4 players right now.
I think Loxy shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, Loxy is the winner.
Loxy won the last round, right? Yeah. Loxy had a very clean run on Holy Space. Yeah, Loxy's in the quarters already.
Perfect. Impressive. Perfect.
So yeah, these are our last 4 players of this group. 2 of them are going to be into the quarters, 2 of them are going to be eliminated. We're going to decide 1 now on this map, 1 each.
It's insane for MMM.
Honestly, yeah.
I need to be frozen like 30% of the WR time on every map,
Oh wow.
and he makes
Yeah,
through
and
all the way
has
to
quite the
here.
handicap. As we see, he's still frozen. 0-2 restarting, so basically gonna be together. So yeah, this map, we're still looking again for who's first and who's last. We're seeing Newbie up ahead. I think he's towards the end of this room. Yeah, hits the surf. So he's gonna be the first one out by quite a bit of this first room. We saw a lot more clean runs earlier on this map, but that first room can definitely be problematic. Now into the outside snowy section. The surfs and ladders. Ooh, that was not ideal. A little bit of a lag spike. There's something happened there for Newbie. Not sure. He's still gonna keep his lead, but definitely a smaller gap now as M is caught up. Starting late, obviously with the handicap, for being a more skilled player on the rating. And I think we're seeing why. We're seeing a pretty clean combo into the outside section. Trying to cut that gap down. Failing the ladder, so Newbie's gonna maybe have some more time to take control. It's a pretty big room. You're gonna have to be safe on these last few blocks. We've seen a couple people fail this last LJ specifically. And yeah, we're seeing him take his time. Ooh, not the cleanest strafes, but he's gonna make it. So now he's into the last section. Sizable lead, 12% ahead. Let's see if he can keep it clean. To the ladders, takes his time. So you'll love to see. Now that he has such a big lead. And now into the last LJ. Let's see. Keeps it clean. That was quite scary. He didn't pre-keep or anything. As he's going to be the winner of the race. But everyone else should keep running, because whoever's last is going to be eliminated. Currently this is orange, but not super far behind. If everyone else has a couple more fails in the big room, we're seeing M finish, so M's going to be safe into the last 1v1. And we're seeing 0-2 in the second last room, but oh, orange just failed the outside section, so that's going to be a big setback. See if 0-2 can keep this LJ clean. That was quite scary, but into the last section. So 0-2 just has to close this run out, and they're going to be into the 1v1 against M for a qualification spot. As you can see, keeping it super safe. Super safe, maybe quite nervous. Into the surf, and now into the last LJ. Goes for the small pre-keep. Not that you can do much on SKZ. Gets 265 pre, and he's going to be safe. So we're going to have Newbie through, because Newbie finished first, maybe with a slower run, but M restarted, or started late. And unfortunately, Little Orange is going to be out. So this is going to be an interesting setup, because I'm just going to have to be frozen at the start as the handicap, because they have a rating over 10 on GOKZ top. So they're going to start late, and they're going to have to try and catch up. So we're going to see what maps they choose.
Wait, no one is votes?
I don't think anyone voted.
No one voted. Yeah.
They maybe didn't realize they can. Yeah, I'm gonna pick one last map for the last quarterfinalist.
Wait.
We're seeing one vote for Scum.
Oh, Scum for
Someone
the
else
first
didn't
time.
vote.
Okay, but he didn't vote. But then, never mind, we do it anyway.
I guess we're going to Scum then. I don't know how a vote would work with 2 players.
It's random if if 2 maps have the same votes.
Yeah. Interesting.
We're seeing this map for the first time.
Yeah, KZ Scum. I'm quite surprised this map didn't get played. I guess it's a lot of surf combos towards the end. But we've seen a map like Init get played. So we'll see. 0-2 is going to have the advantage There's no handicap, no freeze. As we're into the countdown, 0-2 is off and away. And yeah, you can see is just gonna have to be frozen for
19,
like 19 seconds or
seconds.
something. It's based on a percentage of the WR time. As we're seeing 0-2 out of the first room into the combo. Keeping it quite clean, actually. That was very smooth. That's what you love to see.
Look at the time. It's reducing the gap.
Yeah, Emma's catching up now. But Emma's gonna have to hit some really clean serves. See if they've practiced this map. Oh, tried to go for the skip, but didn't hit the full skip. 0-2 taking their time a bit more. We'll see if Em's gonna have a chance towards the later half of the map. Definitely the favorite in terms of skill, but that's why we have the freeze handicap. The gap staying at around 8%. We're seeing 0-2 into the outside section towards the end. There's that beautiful end timer that's going to guarantee the qualification into the quarters for one of these guys. And 0-2 keeping the gap close actually and standing into 12%. And maybe not having a clean run. 0-2 hits the serve into the last blocks. And I think this is going to be our last quarter finalist as long as they keep this last jump clean, and they do. That's a rough way to go, to be honest, but it's hard when you have the freeze handicap. GG's to both of them. 0-2 is going to be our last quarter finalist. We can maybe take a small break if you want to sort out the gravity defiers.
Yeah, we can take a short break, and we can the playoffs.
They're in a bit of a rush. But yeah, this is our stage 2 concluded, so now we have a playoff bracket. We're going to have the 8 players we've seen come through. That's Panda, Moment, Flusha, Caster, I think Carrie, Loxty, I believe it was Newbie, and then 0-2. All into the quarterfinals. A couple of these rounds, they had a faster time than the winning time. For example, like round 4 and round 7. But yeah, pretty clean bracket.
Let me just add those to the
Everyone but one
list.
person is Chinese. It's gonna be an interesting set of races. I think the races are gonna be best of 3 until the final, which is gonna be a best of 5. So we're gonna see how that goes. Well, yeah, we'll take a small break. I'm gonna have a bit of a snack while we sort out donations. Let me see if I can run predictions actually. What's my least favorite race? Do you mean like which map or which like round it was? If you mean map, I don't really know. I think Memento is a bit sleeper to watch sometimes, if everyone just hits their combos. But honestly, all the maps have kind of given a good race so far, although we've only seen Scum once.
So here's the donation link. 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 So here's.
Yeah, if anyone wants to donate besides Gravity Defier, you're more than welcome to. Not expected, of course. It's just nice to have people watching. That was a funny echo. I thought it was just me who heard that. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. think we're gonna have to set up the player bracket soon. We're gonna have to set up the player bracket soon. We're gonna have to set up the player bracket soon. We're gonna have to set
Hello,
up the
I'm sorry about that.
player brackets. We're gonna have to set
Hello,
up the
I'm sorry
all
about
good?
that.
Player brackets. We're gonna have to set
Hello,
up
I'm
the Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button to run a prediction? Is there no one button?
Yeah, sorry, I turned them off when you take in.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. So all the
I was gonna say, I think
quarterfinalists
that's
can
why
join the
people were
server now.
confused. Yeah, this is our quarterfinal bracket, or the playoff bracket, I should say. So I think if you're a quarterfinalist, everyone should join. Sorry about that, guys. Just lack of audio. But we were taking a little break to set up the bracket and everything. And we're gonna be going into playoffs very soon, I think. So as you can see, we have Panda versus 02. Then we have Flusha versus Loxty. Then Carry versus Caster, and then Yeoman versus Newbie. I have slight double audio. Aww. That is interesting. Sina, do you have me double somehow?
You mean your volume?
Or like, are you hearing me from 2 places or something?
No.
People are saying it sounds like double, and I don't think I changed anything.
I didn't turn the sound on the stream. I think it's
Unless you have, like,
solved.
two inputs or
Let me
something.
review that.
I think as long as it's okay in game, it's fine.
How about now?
Let me turn the audio on.
Why Flusha versus me? It's like it's random, guys. And Flusha is like what is he said? His number 2 said or something. Or number 3, let me check. His number 3 said, and you are said 5. You are said 6, so it's normal for you two to match.
It's like atomic bomb versus dying ant. Nah.
So I think we can start now. Is everything okay? Like the voice, like the sound.
Good.
Okay, let's start. First will be Panda versus 02. Still double audio? No, he's not talking in the game.
Yeah, I'm not in game, so I'm not sure. Let's try to switch to in game, and we'll see. I think my mic definitely sounds a bit weird. I'm not sure why. Do you have a stream open or something? Like in the background on your PC?
Just let me check.
02，你同意
That might be like the only thing I can think of.
You speak right now?
Hello.
Oh, I know. I just need to delete your voice again.
Perfect.
Because
No,
I changed the audio device something.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So the audio device isn't the same. Never mind. Wait.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, it should be solved now.
，GOKZ 重新发一
Every
个呗，
tournament's got
重新
a
发一个
little bit of a
BP，
technical issue.
看清楚再选。
It's fine.
Oh, one got some.
I think
tell
it's
them.
best of 3s every round, yeah. So every round is best of 3s until final, I'm pretty sure. And the final is the best
看清楚，
of
看清
5.
楚再选。
And I think we're just waiting for people to join the server.
The ban pig right now.
Oh, they're banning maps. They're picking
Yeah.
banning. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah.
It's
Well, we have this
BO3.
fancy
It's
thing.
BO3
Yeah, it's best of 3.
until the final.
Bans. We have a Panda with KZ Memento pick and 02 with a combo map. And in it for Decider, these are not the maps I thought people would go for, to be honest. At least these two. So yeah, we're gonna be going on KZ Memento first, I believe, because Panda was higher seed. Panda flew through the last stage, so I'm very curious. I think definitely a favorite in this matchup. But both these players definitely a lot of skill. So anything can happen. We're going to be on some of the easier maps of the tournament, KZ Memento especially. And some shorter maps as well. So this quarterfinal might just fly by. As we're seeing both players in the server.
Oh, they cannot hide right now.
Of the day. They cannot what?
They cannot hide anymore. You they hide command.
Oh, so they have to see each other.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's maybe going to put a little bit more pressure on players then. As we're going to be into the first map. This is Panda's pick, KZ Memento, at the first quarterfinal of the Axe Minor. And don't forget, not a small prize pool for this tournament. I think in total now we have around 150 euro.
Yeah, 156.
50% for the winner. And we're seeing Zero2 actually take the lead. Panda with a fail on their own map pick. Maybe not what you expect, especially if you're picking a map. Expect them to be confident.
No, he was fully installed.
Yeah, fully restarting. Zero2 not the cleanest on that small climb section, but he's gonna be out of there, no issues. And now flying through this map with a massive lead so far in the first half. Let's see if he's gonna be able to maintain that. We've seen a couple fails from people, but I think these players shouldn't have much of an issue with a tier 2 like this. Especially if they practice, and it looks like both of them have, but Bioman just no feeling right now. Super clean run so far. Into the second third of the map. Yeah, he's gonna be flying through these combo sections, even going for a skip. That's what you love to see. Definitely knows the route, all the little sections. Flying through these combos is what you love to see. Doing a couple more block skips. And he's gonna be into the last 10% of the map, up into the climb section. And yeah, Panda kept the rest of the run clean, but that start was just not what you want to see. So Zero2 is gonna actually steal this map from Panda. Maybe a bit of a surprise. So now Zero2 is on match point to take down, I think, one of the favorites now left, because we had Flay and Ibrahizi eliminated.
I think you should choose harder map. This is too easy.
Yeah, I was surprised that neither of these guys have picked maybe something like Tangent at least. Okay, Champ maybe is a bit of a scary pick for people in a 1v1, because if you fail and you see you're behind, it's
Panda didn't choose Scum and Zero Bandit.
Yeah, I'm hoping we see a bit more of Scum from people.
He could have choose that in the first pick.
Yeah, maybe just not a map people have practiced. So it's gonna be 1-0 up for Zero2. So we're gonna be going into Zero2's map pick, which is fast combo map. Well, I think Panda's definitely not a slacker on this map. Definitely can go fast. I think we've seen him do pretty well on this map in some of the survival rounds, if I remember correctly. Saying, oh my god, in chat, maybe a little bit of the nerves coming through for Attorney. Zero2 into the start. Panda with a fail on the start, or he's frozen?
He's frozen.
Oh, so he's frozen now. Oh, so maybe that was it on the first map as well. I might have gotten it wrong.
It's not fail.
That makes more sense. So Panda just having the handicap of being a high-rated player. This tournament is intended to be for people kind of slightly below the high end. Definitely very skilled players still, but maybe not grinding the most maps or going for WRs. We're seeing Zero2 in the lead. Panda's gonna have to catch up then. That makes a lot more sense, because we've seen Panda play super clean in these maps. Now he's gonna have to make up a big gap. And this map does have a bit more time for that, I would say, but we'll definitely know if you do that. That is maybe a tournament-defining fail right there.
Perfect.
Now we love to see 0-2 is gonna have to have a fail of his own. If Panda wants any chance of this comeback, this reverse sweep. 0-2 keeping it clean into this corner section. Up into the climb, around the 180. So far so clean. Doesn't seem like they're rushing super much. Like they know they have a lead. So they're just playing safe. We'll see how that was gonna fare towards the end. Ooh, small fail there in this climb section. We'll see. Maybe that happens a couple more times. Maybe there's a chance, but gonna just take it really slow on these headbangers. That's the first one done, second one done. I think that was the big fail spot save, or big spot to fail, really, for 0-2. As long as they keep around this outside section, that's maybe the last scary section. And yeah, they're gonna be into. Oh, that's a bit of a big drop. Panda maybe with a chance. Oh, needed to hit that. Headbanger. Try to go fast. I can understand. 0-2 is into the last drop finally. Now didn't fail the last jump of the map. Into the drop. Missing the ladder, but he's gonna have some time. Oh, kind of failing towards the end. Not seeming super comfortable. Okay, off the ladder, he's gonna be into the LJ. Panda made it close even with the handicap. That was quite impressive. So 0-2 is gonna close it out. I think missed the LJ once, but yeah, I think players are definitely a bit nervous. I remember 0-2 played in the last tournament, and I think they played decent, but they didn't get super far maybe.
It's Flash Lux T next.
Yeah, 0-2 is gonna take that. GG's. Panda's gonna be out. Kind of unfortunate to see, but I think the freeze at the start when you're higher rated is definitely a bit rough. And yeah, we're gonna have Flusha and Loxy, the only non-Chinese player in this bracket now. Maybe he's gonna be a bit of a fan favorite. We'll see. Earlier, when he saw the matchup, he said he's not feeling super confident again about this. Like an atomic bomb versus a dying ant, which I think is a bit too harsh on himself. He's definitely shown some very good runs, some good times in this tournament. There's a reason why he's in the quarters. But Flush has definitely been playing super well. So yeah, we're gonna have to jump into the pick and bans for the second quarter final. So he's gonna be facing 0-2 later. Yeah, that should be just a minute away. And there you go.
Watch carefully, it's a ban or peek.
Flusha
It's
getting
ban
OK
first and
out
peek
air.
and then ban again.
Yeah, and Memento is gonna be banned by Loxy. Scum picked, so Flush is gonna pick Scum. Not a map we've seen either of these guys on before. It's the second time we're seeing this map, and a Holy Space is picked for Loxy. And the decider is gonna be Fast Scum on map. Kind of an interesting set of maps. We saw Loxy go quite fast on Holy Space. I think I can see why he's picked that. KZ Scum is definitely a surprise pick from Flusha.
This happens every time. I should improve this plugin.
So yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen. KZ Scum up first. This is the second time we're seeing this map ever, and the last time was just in the survival stage as a 1v1 decider. So this map, kind of an iconic map, I would say. So many big surf skips. Some of them really hard to hit, especially in a pro run or a tournament setting.
This happens every time. He wasn't intended to choose this map, and
oh, did Flusha mispick?
yeah, but he said he would do it anyway.
Oh wow!
And to
That's
improve
very
this plugin.
So Flusha didn't mean to pick this map, but
Yeah.
he's gonna be playing it anyway. But honestly, I don't think Loxy was expecting this either, so maybe a bit of a surprise from either. For both players, we're gonna be into the countdown for our second quarterfinal. Good luck to both players. Seeing some love in the chat from them. And they're both away. No handicap for either of these guys. They're both below the threshold rating for this.
Flash is a
Look at
bit
that.
is a little bit handicapped, I think. Like 3%, not very huge,
So,
not very
Flash
big.
doesn't have too much of a handicap then, I see. But he's overtaken already because Luxy failed that ladder. Flushes into the surfs, looking super confident. Pretty clean combo. Didn't go for the absurd skip, but he's still gonna be ahead. Luxy catching up a little bit. I think he had a clean surf there. Gonna be right behind. Out of that bigger room, into the ladder, and now into the next surf section. Let's see how clean they're gonna be able to keep it. Ooh, Flusha failing a bit, hitting the trigger there on the ground into the smaller surf. But I think Loxy did the same thing. So Flusha, not the cleanest surf skip, but he's gonna be ahead still. But we see Loxy right behind, so now it's gonna be neck and neck into this outside section. This is more of a strafe section, more of a climb section. A couple ladders and surfs. Seeing Flusha fly through that one. Loxy as well, right behind though. Gonna be trying to keep this close. I think Flusha we've seen as a more consistent combo enjoyer. He's going for bigger combos. But Loxy not keeping far behind. I think he hit a little bit of a block skip as well to gain a little bit of a time back. But Flusha just so consistent. I don't know if Loxy's going to be able to catch this back. Last 10% of the map. Last surf, we're seeing Loxy try his best to catch up. And Flusha, no, he's going to be too fast. Doesn't miss the end jumps, and that's a pretty clean time. Bit of a rough middle section, but Flusha's going to take his miss pick by accident. But he's still going to manage to win that out. So he's going to be 1-0 up in this quarterfinal. Now on to Loxy's pick on Holy Space though. We saw Loxy go quite fast on this. I think he got out of the survival stage to qualify for the quarters with this map. If I remember correctly. I might be entirely wrong. But I think this is definitely a map he favors. I think in stage 2. Yeah, he was. He was indeed.
It was on, yeah, Holy
6.
Space.
I think we saw a very clean run from Loxy. Let's see if he's going to be able to replicate this to tie us up. So we can have a bit of a map 3 decider. We see both players readying up into the countdown. Very cute crosshair, I have to say, from Flusha. I like the heart. And yeah, we're going to be into the second map now. I'm going to be looking out more for Loxy. And yeah, we're seeing the freeze now at the start. So Flusha with a tiny bit of a disadvantage. So he doesn't have too high of a rating over 10, but gives him like 3% of the WR as a slowdown. So he's going to have to catch the small lead back up. It's not the end of the world, but if Loxy keeps it super clean, then well, it's going to be very hard to do. Loxy into the B-hop, into the surf. Maybe not the most speed, but keeps it clean into this corridor section. I've always enjoyed this section. Quite a fun combo, even though it's very chill. We're seeing Loxy kind of breeze through that section into the next B-hop. We shouldn't see too many issues here. I think the only issue we might see will be towards the end of the map. Maybe some better strafes here from Flusha. Maybe some more B-hops will help him catch up a tiny bit, but I don't think it's going to make too many odds. Whereas we're seeing Flusha try to catch this lead back up, but Loxy's just so clean on this map, like I said. It's just going to be all about that ending. Oh yeah, we've seen a long jump here. Yeah, we're getting into maybe some of the harder parts of this map. Now we're neck and neck. This is going to be interesting. And remember guys, both players now, they can see each other. They can't hide players. So Flush is going to be seeing Loxy right in front. Ooh, and Loxy is now going to be behind now. Missing a little bit of that combo. Flusha misses the B-hop though. And Loxy is not going to make the same mistake. Even hits the LJ. Into the surfs. Gotta keep it clean. Maybe not the cleanest landing at the end, but he's going to take his own map pick. Definitely was close. Not many mistakes from either, but very well played. Flush is just missing that one troublesome section at the end that we've seen so many people fail. Yeah, Flush was flying to catch that lead back up. Very good round. And it's going to be nice to see both players into the fast combo map then. Seems like something they both enjoy. So I think they're both going to be happy on this map. I'm going to have to see how many block skips, how many risks the players take. I think this could be anyone's choice. And Loxy's going to have a tiny bit of an advantage. So maybe favored for Loxy right now. Super fun to see on map 3 already though. And here we are. Iconic combo map now. Both players going to be getting set up into the countdown. So this is map 3 of our second quarterfinal. Flusha versus Loxy. Both took their own map picks, even though there was a bit of a mistake in picking. We're going to be into the last map. So yeah, we're going to see Flusha. He's going to be frozen for a little bit, around 3% of the WR time. So yeah, as you can see, maybe 3 blocks behind. And we did see him catch that up last map, so definitely not a big issue for him. But Loxy's gonna take the lead. Ooh, missing that strafe. Flusha definitely had to crush that as well, but he's gonna keep it clean while Loxy's already behind. That first advantage already squandered. Let's see if Flusha's now gonna be falling into the same nerves or no. This is a longer map. Definitely more spots to fail. So we're gonna have to see what happens. Loxy failing a little bit more though. So he's gonna have a big lead to catch up. He's gonna have to be hoping for a fail, I think, from Flusha at this point. Into the dark corner of the map. Maybe not the most enjoyable to play, but they're gonna be flying through this. You can see how comfortable Flusha looks on these combo sections into the middle of the map and around into the other corner. And I'm very curious how he's gonna take those headbangers later on. That's the spot we've seen most people have trouble on. I think he's gonna be approaching them soon. Loxy not super far behind. He is making do with what his start was. Yeah, we're seeing Flusha fail before even the headbangers. Not gonna be the biggest setback, but every low bet is gonna matter, especially if he messes here. He's taking a safe, and wow, very clean. I like the safe approach. We've seen some people try and go faster there, or even go for a skip. Flusha knows he has an advantage, gonna keep it clean outside. Even going for some riskier combos there. Gonna be into the drop. Let's see if he's gonna be able to one-shot this. Wow, even went for the fancy route. No ladder. Ooh, misses the LJ. So Flusha's gonna take the second quarterfinal. Definitely a good round. Good map. Loxy just with a bit of a bad start and just couldn't recover it. Flusha just did not give him many chances. So GG's. That was a fun quarterfinal, I think. 2 very evenly matched opponents. Bit of a shame to see Loxy go out. And now we have a Chinese tournament, guys. The last 6 players are Chinese. So yeah, it's gonna be our first semi-final decided. Rest in peace, Dying Ant. Yeah, definitely made it closer. That was a strong hand. That Holy Space run was honestly quite good. Very good recovery, even after a tiny bit of a fumble. Yeah, very excited to see both players up next. We're already into our pick band sections for the quarterfinal. This is going to be an interesting one. Both players are now very good. Caster has some absolute steals. He's going to be going for a memento pick and carry again with the fast combo map. People really like this player, or like this map. I'm seeing Tangent as a decider is going to be banned. Tangent's going to be a fun map if we get to it, I think. We've seen some absolute cinema towards the end of that map. We're going to have to get through Memento and Fast Combo map first. We'll see if the players split their picks or if there's going to be some steals. Both players very good, I would say, though. Even as someone who doesn't play that much KZ these days, I've heard both of these players' names. I've seen them on the leaderboards. They know what they're doing. Loxy saying Flusha much better than he at this map. I don't know. You were really cooking on Holy Space. I would be quite proud with that performance, even if you didn't make it through. Yeah, still very fun to watch you, because you kept it very clean towards even towards the end of the map, map 3.
公平一点啊！ 能等我一起比吗
Here？we are into
我们是
first
最好的
map
五
of
爪
the
长
third
拳，你还记不记
quarter.
得？
Let me memento.
林奇老师能等我一下吗？林奇
I
老
think
师，
this was Caster's pick,
Okay,
if
okay,
I remember
我们
correctly.
是最好的五爪长拳啊，你还记得吗？
We're gonna be looking for some good
Curry is
combos from him.
asking Caster if he can beat him,
Yeah.
and
So
Caster
this
say
could go
yes.
anywhere. Yeah.
Let's see if Caster will beat him.
林奇老师，
We'll see.
慢点
We'll
跳，
see.
没事的，没事，
Into
不
the
着急。
countdown now for
OK
first,
OK，我一步一步
map.
走。
Good luck to
好
both players. Into memento.
He won't. He lied.
And yeah. So Carrie, Carrie's
This
gonna,
is what
he's
liar will
basically
get.
waiting. So yeah, Carrie has the freeze cooldown or the nerf basically. And Caster said he's waiting, but he did not wait, but basically failed and gave him the wait anyway. Now both players kind of neck and neck into this glass flow section. I've never enjoyed this section, I can't lie. It's so awkward to combo fast. And you can see both players neck and neck. Carry seeming like he's got some better lines, some faster combos. Skips that little ledge. And yeah, Caster's gonna be falling behind. I think if he didn't have that fail at the start, maybe he had a good chance on this map with the cooldown. Just because Carrie's a high rated player, but Carrie, even with that disadvantage, is gonna take it through. Still only halfway through the map roughly. Definitely a spot to fail, but he's gonna have to go for some risky combos for that to happen. It's a simple block skip. And into this little zigzag section. Up towards the last climb. Ooh, running into the wall, but I think I've just seen Caster drop down into the water. I think he was trying to go fast to try and catch up, and he's not going to be able to do that. And yeah, we can see that gap extend. Let's carry into the last section, taking his time, doesn't want to fail anything. He's going to steal the
今年林
map
奇老
pick
师
of
你真好
Caster.
啊！
Maybe not the most surprising, but Caster definitely had a chance there if he didn't mess up the start this much.
Perfect. Godlike.
让我一把，让我一把。
Impressive.
嘿嘿嘿，
Why do you play NKZ on easy maps? That's a good question. I don't know. I think higher perf.
SKZ
or
doesn't
higher
have
ping might definitely be a
WAD
thing.
or pre-strafe. If they didn't
Also
play
that
SKZ
pre-strafe,
before, they
yeah.
won't get familiar. They won't familiar with it. They won't get
Yeah.
used to it.
So I guess it's whether you want crouch perfs or pre-strafe maybe. Depends on the
I
map.
should nerf SKZ, I think. Make the crouch
Yeah.
perf disappear. So I have a fair game.
Maybe.
I
You could
I
just
stopped
force them
hard
to play
feeding.
on one mode as well.
I just stopped hard feeding. And my game crashed
After
again.
0. Yeah, Sinyan is just not excited to watch these quarterfinals at all. Oh, there he is. He's back to 77. Yeah, we're gonna have a small technical thing.
The
Third game
T5,
top
the
for-
hard maps tournament is hard. Like I said, there's no enough pro
I think-
players. And even for the pro players, the gap is still somehow huge.
Yeah, I think a tier 5 to tier 6 could be very fun though. You could maybe do something like Surf Do, where you have like 10 minutes and whoever, or whatever, you have like 20 minutes, whoever sets the best time. Kind of thing. That could be a fun format. I think you could definitely get enough players. Just gotta spam everywhere. I might be quite biased though. I like a hard map, so I would love to see that.
I just think,
Yeah, I think
if
it would be quite a long
if we
tournament.
play hard maps, the lower skill players won't have a chance winning the higher skill players. Won't have a chance at all.
But with hard maps, you never know because there's more spots to fail and that kind of thing.
No, the chance for higher rank players to fail is way harder. The
Yeah.
lower rank players will fail more, definitely.
That's true. I feel like it could be fun. Be interesting to try out. I think
That's
a
why
format where
I'm
you have to
trying. I'm
save.
trying to put T5 maps right now.
Yeah, I think a format where you're not racing but you have to set a time could also be interesting, kind of. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's one for the future.
That's why I'm doing experimental on this T5 OK champ.
Yeah, I mean, it's delivered. I can't lie. It's been the cinema.
So what's our next map? No. What's my
I
password?
believe it's fast combo.
No. I need to connect to server. Sorry. I cannot show you password. Okay.
So yeah, into the second map. Hard skipped multiple beats. He's excited.
We're losing our viewers after Ibrahizi and Flayoff is out.
There are definitely some big favorites, but I think we've kept consistent-ish viewers. Let's see, it is a long tournament. People might be busy. I'm into map 2 for this quarterfinal. Carry versus Caster. So Carry take that first map, steal the map pick of Caster
给
away.
你了，林小老师，给你，你去吧，你去吧。
Again, Carry's gonna have
我
a
们
bit
图
of
3件，
a
我们图3件，好吧？
cooldown
好，等我一会儿，等我一会儿。
just because he's high rated. Just to even out the playing field. So Caster gonna have to make as big of a lead as possible. Carry, you can see, compared to the last quarterfinal, he has a bigger cooldown just because he has a higher rating. So he has to wait a higher percentage of time. So let's see if Caster can keep it clean. That is not what you love to see. Failing a similar section that Loxy failed. Carry's gonna make it through. Still ahead, but Carry's gonna have that lead chopped down already a decent bit. Let's see how clean Caster can keep it. Ooh, not loving that fence section again.
Impressive.
Carry maybe with a bit of a fail as well. I thought he'd be catching up already by this point. Still a couple percent behind. He's definitely closing that lead, but oh, that's not gonna help. That's gonna give Caster a bit of breathing room into the next combo sections. I think he might have even seen the carry fail. He's definitely gonna be aware he has some more time. We're seeing him clean up his act. Maybe the nerves coming through. He definitely seemed a bit shaky. Into this darker corner of the map. Maybe not the most enjoyable viewing experience now, but we're gonna be into this lighter corner. Caster keeping a big lead though. Carry's been failing a lot towards the start.
Impressive.
Definitely seems like a good pick now against Carry. Maybe not a map he's practiced as much. Meanwhile, Caster is just gonna be keeping it nice and clean. Still a long way to go on this map. Definitely some hard sections. This is maybe the killer potentially. If you mess up the headbangers coming up.
It's my chair maybe.
But I don't think he's gonna be failing those at all. Carry not having a good time on this section.
Where is Carry?
Yeah. It is Carry indeed, yeah. Caster's flying through this map, and Carry just can't get out of the first few sections into the last drop down, and Caster looking to equalize.
Perfect.
He's gonna be able to do that pretty clean, to be honest. On a
谢谢你，嘎比。
pick.
图
He
3
says
件，
thanks Carry.
图3件。
Quite surprising.
Oh, I'm 3 tangent.
I need WD-40 on my chair. That's probably something else you're hearing. 'Cause,
It's my chair maybe.
Yeah, I use a dinner chair, like a dinner table chair. I don't use like a gaming chair or an office chair. My setup is it's definitely something. But I will defend it with my honor. It is the most comfortable chair I've ever used.
What's
and
your
I've had
chair?
it for 2 years straight.
Dinner chair.
Yeah, I got it for free from Acosta. And honestly, it's a great chair. Happy to send some pictures later. But now we have more important things. Yeah, I'm not in the competition, so I'm not going to be eating up anyone. But let's see how this last map is going to go. Tangent. This is a harder map. Let's see if Caster is going to... Carry's just spectating. in his little freeze cooldown. He's gonna be off now. 7% behind, so Caster's gonna have to keep this run clean. And Carry's a scary opponent on a harder map, to be honest. Caster definitely not a slouch. Gonna be going through this first room, taking a bit of time on these sections. But I honestly just wants to keep it clean. You can see that gap is slowly closing down. Carry probably trying to go faster because of that disadvantage. Caster's gonna be into the outside section. There's the quick ladder skip into the surf. Love what I'm seeing right now. Not what I'm loving now. Carry's gonna be into the lead now. Surprised this is the spot where Caster failed. This outside section is not the killer usually. It's this next room that Carry's approaching. Ooh, goes for a crouch burst on NKZ. That's quite surprising.
Impressive.
I'm not sure if I saw that right. Both players now failing the outside section, and they're gonna be seeing each other. They're not allowed to hide anymore. So they're both gonna be seeing the opponent mess up. Maybe a bit of trolling going on. Maybe some nerves on the map decider. They both know they have a chance. Now they both made it. Carry failing the first few jumps. Literally neck and neck. Could not be any closer into this big room. Ooh, Caster failing the ladder. Let's see if Carry's gonna be able to get out this block section. Hard LJ towards the end of this room. We've seen a couple people fail it. He's gonna take his time, set it up, keeps it clean, and now into the last section. Also not the easiest. So let's see how he's gonna handle this. As Caster's still in the previous room. Carry kind of flying through this. We've seen people take their time on this. Now he's gonna comboing all of that, and he's gonna be our next semi-finalist. Wow. That was incredible. Very clean map towards the end. Carry, definitely a couple fails towards the outside. Not the cleanest run we've seen on this map, but he's gonna make it work. And he's gonna be our third semi-finalist. GG's to both players. That was a very fun map. Then we have Moment and Nubia as the last quarterfinal.
Let me stop the stream for 1 second. I want to change the FPS to 60, and let's say if it would get better.
All right, we're gonna have a quick stream restart.